We still need a clap so I can sync it up.
But that is the... Oh, yeah.
My God, he's so quick. He's such a good clapper, dude. So good at what he does. Gay just gets such good cuppage with his hands. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the X-Tech Gaming Podcast, the place where you come for the games, but you stay for the truth. Only empty promise. My name is Chris. Hello. It is back. I am joined tonight on episode 51 of the podcast by my two very good friends, a couch full of Jameses.
Ah.
Oh my God.
That's better than casting couch.
Yeah, it's much better than casting couch. James D. Downey and James S. Sinker. Actually, S is not your middle name. I found that out though.
Yeah, you did.
I get James D. Downey all the fucking time. It's not my middle initial either.
Yeah, but you are D.
Oh, yeah. It's James D.
Yeah, I don't go, oh yeah, S is coming up later.
No, S isn't a good name.
S is not.
It's just simpler than Sinker. Like.
Gentlemen, thank you for being here on what is the 6th of June, aka D-Day, aka D-Day Memorial Day.
Is it?
Yeah.
6th of June, didn't know that.
Omaha Beach, 6th of June, stormed the beach of Normandy. On this day.
On this day. Saving Private Ryan opening scene.
44. Wasn't it 44?
Yeah, sure.
1944?
Is that how late it, is that how late it was?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Americans should have got their shit together. 1939, that fucking nonsense started.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Atrocity. Gentlemen, thank you for being here on this wonderfully mild evening. It's great to have you, D, as always. And Sinker, it's absolutely wonderful to have you back in the studio for another podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only been a few months.
It has only been a few months.
He's a regular.
Yeah, he is a regular. Yeah.
A couple of months.
Gentlemen, how are we?
I'm glad you asked, Chris, because I'm very, very well.
Good.
Finally feeling like my life's just fallen into place, you know? Everything's perfect in this moment in time. Good. Anything changes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be thrown
off.
off.
It's very warm in here tonight, isn't it?
It is very warm.
Yeah, you described it as a mild night. I disagree.
I disagree as well,
I'd say
actually.
it's fucking savage night. But
Is that what you would say, Sinker? Savage night?
He'd say powerful.
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 Fucking
That's exactly how I would say it.
It's because we're sitting in a tin box right now.
Don't ruin the illusion.
Huh? Oh yeah, sorry. It's because the
stones, it is.
The stones, the stones soak up the heat, and our god Eddie Howe up there with his ever basking presence. I don't know. No, it's just really fucking warm. It's been really good.
It's been a warm day.
It's been a warm couple of weeks.
We're losing our shit.
Yeah, we are.
As actually.
Do you hear that?
I do.
Yeah. They found us.
Aliens.
My God. Bumblebees. Gentlemen, how are we? Will we go into our weeks? Is that what we do?
I don't know.
I'm kind of a wee bit thrown off because there's three of us. There's not normally three of us. And when there is a Shawnee Mac, and he usually leads the podcast.
Yeah, he just sort of runs away with it, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, actually, yeah. So
have you noticed you've never seen me and Sean in the same room at the same time?
If we ever did a podcast, you and Sean in the same room, like... I think you and Sean should just do the X-Out podcast with me and D.
If you had Sinker and Sean in the same room, there'd be fucking fist flying.
Oh, D, it's happened before. I had to split them up.
There's a reason. There's a reason.
Sinker, let's start with you because it's been so long from we seen you.
Okay.
Tell us everything.
Oh, God. So, starting back 3 months ago.
God, he really means to start at the beginning, doesn't he?
You know what we should do now? You know what and it would make a really good intro to? We do like a record skip. And then like Sinker. So,
3 months ago.
Yeah, I bet you're wondering how I ended up here. Yeah.
A freeze frame.
Yeah. X-Tech Gaming Podcast.
I've caught up on a few films.
Yes.
That's pretty much it. Bought a laptop and I finished some shows, watched some films, made some coffee. That's pretty much all I've done.
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing. You're deafened there.
What?
What? No.
What are you laughing at?
It's spiked in the audio.
Oh no, I was pointing at the. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. You're loud, Sinker.
Am I?
Oh no, he's not. I was laughing at the
fact you're sitting all the way over there. Let me tell you, he's loud. I'm
so thrown off. I'm so thrown off.
You neglected something there. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you neglected the big thing, Sinker.
What? Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so that happened. I passed my test. Well, see, yeah, but you said it on the last week's podcast, so I don't want to bring it up again.
Yeah, but you weren't here.
You weren't here for that.
I know.
What?
What?
Yeah. What did we? I'm just. Oh, never mind.
We said congratulations to James.
Yeah, we
Singer.
said.
did, yeah.
We said.
Yeah, so that's the thing I passed. I don't know how, but I passed.
I think we should congratulate you properly.
Yay! Yay! Like a boom. I'm waiting the whole week for this, dude.
You know what? Now that you can legally drive, I think you should now illegally drink and drive.
Of course, yeah.
With some Lagavulin Scotch, 62.
Fine, your D, pour us a tipple, why don't you? We have to celebrate James Sinker's
I want
wonderful.
people to see that. If you're watching, look at that beautiful label.
Actually, no, I'll tell you what. Leave it until we begin our main topic, and then we'll toast to Singer then, because I'd like to have one while we discuss our main. No, he's just gonna. Yeah, yeah.
I'll wait.
While we discuss our main, it'd be nice.
Remind me, Singer, now to
Sip and
I'll
some
try.
wine.
I'll do my best.
So yeah, Singer, it's been a pretty jam-packed couple of months for you then.
It has been, yeah.
Yeah.
Fun, exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting few months.
How'd the test go?
Absolutely, like, nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Like, I was completely bricking it the entire time. I had like an hour and a half driving beforehand to kind of like warm myself up. And it started off okay. Then like the last half an hour, the nerves kicked in, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like,
I'm actually doing this.
yeah, exactly.
Even though, like at that point, you're probably like a well-confident driver. It's just the fact that you have to sit in those exam conditions.
Oh yeah, no, like I was properly freaking out. Like as soon as I got in, like I was shaking and all. Like I was just like, "There's no way in hell this is gonna happen." Stalled the car twice, which I have not stalled that car in months.
Yeah.
And I stalled it twice, and I was just like, "Fuck!" Like here we go, type thing.
Yeah.
And then like honestly, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like I definitely made it a lot worse on myself than the test actually was. Like the test actually was like relatively like chill, but I did not help myself in the slightest.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. Even though you would have been a perfectly competent driver, you're not convinced when you're going into that test that you are a perfectly competent driver. So you're going in going, fuck, I'm going to mess this up.
Exactly, yeah.
But then, obviously, I think you got the
Hang
hang of it.
You must be safe enough if they pass you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I drove.
It passed me, so
Yeah.
I drove to pick Sarah up from work yesterday, and I didn't die. So like,
Well done, sir.
well
there we go. Yeah.
Was that your first time driving solo?
Yeah.
And driving solo.
Yeah.
And driving solo.
I remember it's fucking is a bit nerve wracking because you're kind of like, I can do whatever I want now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
We
You're
can go
also
anywhere.
Like, yeah, you're also like, I'm completely on the hook for this now.
We
Exactly.
definitely need a road trip Singer.
You know what the worst thing is
Test
though?
you out in the
I've
roads.
noticed is that like
You now have to take us on road trips.
that and the fact of like when you're driving national speed limit, obviously, and you've got like a line full of cars behind you, and you're just like, fuck, like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can only
yeah.
go 45.
I can only go 45, and I'm just sitting there like, would you just fucking like,
You're gonna find that's
go
the
around. Just please go
4500?
around.
It's 45, which is ridiculous. I think you'll find that's the first rule you're gonna break.
Yeah.
It's that one.
Yeah. Tonight you're going to break your one rule. Yeah. So, driving, big step.
Driving.
Yeah.
You know,
Fair play, yeah.
next,
Well done, sir.
probably not this year, but next year, if we're doing any sort of convention,
Oh yeah.
Driving up.
could be driving that.
My God.
Driving a bus up. 52 seater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
We're gonna
not?
move on and get the HGV license now after this.
Oh, you know what we could do?
Well,
Oh my god.
Well, I mean,
I just thought.
there is
I
like,
just thought, guys. I just thought. Right.
oh yes.
oh god,
Hear me
I
out.
think he's
Right.
buying time here.
No. What we do is we chip in a bit of money. Right?
I already know
I,
where
was
his
just-
head's
I
at.
don't like where this is going already.
And I know it's not a
We-
bit of money. Fuck's sakes, Chris.
We buy a really just a basic but good
BMW 3 Series.
no, like a caravan or motorhome, right?
Okay.
We kit out the back with all our podcasting equipment.
Take this show on the road.
We take the show on the road.
My God.
Sinker can drive. D, you're in the back. I know you can drive too. I know it was good.
Yeah, I could drive. I could drive first actually. So
This would be
I know.
imagine Excite podcast on road.
we've done it before though.
We have.
Yeah, but
In a car,
properly.
yeah.
We plug stuff in.
What do they call it, Chris? I can't think of the name.
Roadcast.
Is it a roadcast? Roadcast.
Well, that's what we called it, I think.
No. But what do they call it? Like in America, they have those like dedicated vans that do these like trips.
Do they?
Yeah. We're out in the
Tour bus.
something like that. Yeah.
Savannah.
The RV.
No. It's specific for radio.
Oh.
RB.
No.
See,
Radio
I
vehicle.
have no idea what it is,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a thing.
that'd be pretty cool. Imagine we could take this on the road. That'd be awesome.
And then we could park right outside Keukel.
Yeah. We could park right outside the gates and podcast.
That's it.
You know, not even come in.
We've gone so far. We've literally parked right outside the door.
Right now, if we could podcast from QCon.
We could.
We could do that anyway.
We could.
We could. It's a lot of equipment to take.
Yeah.
Be alright.
Yeah.
We have 2 cars now.
That'd be pretty sick, actually.
I mean, I don't think I'm driving up to QCon, but I don't know.
And in QCon. Yeah, QCon pod.
I think you might
That'd be pretty sweet, actually.
The Q-pod.
Might actually be the way it works out that weekend, actually, because...
Right enough.
You know,
we're all gonna
we'll have time.
Yeah, we'll have time to kill.
We will. Assuming, especially if we do one on the Saturday night after a few drinks.
Oh yeah, right now.
If you brew for £5 drinks.
No shit.
Sociable beverages sticker.
A few sociable beverages.
Now that we have a handy place to stay open for QCon, I am not going to be in any form to be on a podcast.
Able to podcast.
I'm going to be heavily intoxicated.
Yes,
stumbling down.
Yeah, happy days.
But still like a happy kind of positive.
Oh,
drunk,
yeah, of
you
course.
know? I'm not going to get negative drunk.
Not a depressive drunk.
No.
Don't get negative, D. Jesus. I hate negative D.
No.
Well, that could be a fun podcast. It was like, what do you think of X? Like, I was like, fucking shite.
Fucking bastards.
Probably be our best podcast yet.
Probably would, actually.
Audio superb.
All
we
the
wouldn't
truth
have a
comes
clue how we've done it. What else you got to Singer?
Oh, God, what did I even say? Yeah, so driving...
Did we say that we're doing the thing that we...
Yeah, we'll talk about.
We're going to do that, yeah.
All the things you've watched and played.
Watched, played, seen,
right,
heard,
so
sung.
Do we want to do the show or the film first?
Do the film.
Right.
So... The show you can...
Actually, I suppose... Okay, so you've talked about Deadpool. Saw Deadpool. Loved it.
Yes.
Saw Solo. And I quite like Solo.
Okay,
I thought it was quite really good, actually.
It's the first Star Wars film.
What do you think of it?
To flop. Haven't seen it.
Did you not go and see that then?
Haven't seen it, no. When was I supposed to go see it?
Remember we were going to go on the Monday night and see Solo?
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
So I didn't go.
But I thought I just thought I wasn't going. I thought you were.
Oh yeah,
going.
no, Joe couldn't go either.
Oh, why didn't you go?
Solo.
We shouldn't.
Because I couldn't handle the irony.
Even Han has Chewbacca.
True. You enjoyed that thing?
I did. I really liked it. Granted, like I like most things Star Wars, but like I understand why people kind of went into it. Like, I don't know why this exists.
Yeah.
Because, like, to be honest, for about 3/4, I was enjoying it, but I was like, I still don't really know why this film exists. And then the final quarter, it was kind of like, it was starting to tie into, like, other films. And I was like, oh, I get it now.
Kind of get it.
But, like, I mean, I liked it. It's, like, don't get me wrong, it's nowhere near my favorite Star Wars film, but, like, if you're a fan of Star Wars, like, go watch it. Like, there's no... If you're a fan of Star Wars and you haven't seen it, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
But
okay. Thinker, what did you watch, though? What did you finish watching recently? Film.
Series.
No, film first.
I'm going to set this up first. So, when me and Chris, Tafar, worked in the cinema,
great shout.
We both made an agreement.
Not working in the cinema, just great shout, D. Yeah.
We both made an agreement, like, well, two years ago, roughly. And Chris had never seen Star Wars. I'd never seen Lord of the Rings.
Blood Brothers.
So we'd made an agreement that if he watches all the Star Wars, I'll watch all the Lord of the Rings. You watch Star Wars. I was like, right, well, damn, my hands are tied now. I have to do this. So I watched all of it.
Yeah.
I picked up.
You started with The Hobbit, though.
I started with The Hobbit.
Yeah.
You muggle.
I got the extended editions of all of them. And started with The Hobbit.
You got the extended Blu-ray editions of all of them.
Yes.
Started with The Hobbit.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about The Hobbit. Let's not talk about The Hobbit.
That film was already extended by about 2 hours. It didn't need to be there.
Oh.
Well, okay. So, quite like you, when you watched the Star Wars prequels, I had no sort of reference.
Oh, true, yeah.
So I like quite liked them. Like, the first one was kind of like,
you said no sort of reference.
The source or reference?
Oh, I thought you said no sort of reference. I was like, that's a great saying.
That is.
It doesn't make any sense, but it sounds excellent.
I have no sort of reference.
I want that on the shirt.
Just a guy on a sword.
I don't know. I quite like The Hobbit. The first one was a whole lot of walking. And I was kind of like, oh, Christ, there we go.
Walking, talking, and a bit of singing.
A lot of singing.
Yeah, I did not care for that.
But I liked them. I thought they were okay. And then I started the main one. And
what? Hang on, The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Right, hit me with your rhythm stick, Sinker.
In your endo?
In your endo.
I liked him. I did. I really liked him. I have issues, but I did really like him.
Good. Okay.
Now the issue is that I can't really surprise you with this because I told you everything like over the phone because I wasn't sure if we were actually going to do this podcast. So I told you near enough everything I thought about it.
Yeah.
But I don't even know where to start with this.
Just blurt it out, man. Just blurt. It's the best way. That's what I think gets said in this podcast.
You could say it.
Right, so I did like it. Frodo and Sam, I hated it.
I understand that.
I hated everything to do with Frodo and Sam.
Okay.
Frodo, to me, literally just looked really confused.
He was confused.
Every second, he was just like, they tell him something, he'd be like, and then he'd get stabbed.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they'd be like, "Oh no, Frodo!" And then he'd get revived by something, and then he'd look really confused, and he'd get stabbed again. And this, not an exaggeration, this is how this goes.
Oh no, Frodo!
And then that happens about 9 times.
Okay.
I hated Sam.
I know.
That's gonna peak,
right?
He's gonna peak, right? Go on, Sicker.
I hated Sam. Now I understand that, like you were saying, he's the real hero, and like I do see how that's a valid point. But up until the point that he was the real hero, he spent 2.5 films crying.
Cause
he spent
They're emotional creatures.
He spent 2.5 films crying and looking into Frodo's eyes, and I was half expecting them to start making that at one point.
Mr. Frodo.
Mr. Frodo.
Yeah. No.
You're hungry.
Right. I had the same thing with Lord of the Rings first time I watched it as well, and I think I told you my reason behind this as well. It's because the story of Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli is like so awesome, and they're always fighting and doing cool shit that whenever it cuts away to that other side story, the first time you watch it, you're like, oh god, this is so shit. This is so boring, because all they do is walk and talk and
cry.
Cry
And
sing the odd time, I guess. But I think as the films, I don't know about you, D, but the more I've watched the films, the more I actually thoroughly enjoy their story and their kind of
you definitely care for their story more when you kind of appreciate it in the greater plot. Like I was saying to you,
the grand scheme of things. Yeah,
you know,
maybe
like,
you watch it again.
Most of the things that happened to them happened out of their control. They were just found themselves in the situation they didn't want to be in. They're like the least equipped characters to actually go on that journey, and they ended up being the ones that had to do it. And I was like, I understand why they cry a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
I
tough.
would cry a lot.
You know, like, and you kind of care about it more. The first time I watched it as well, I was sort of like, I just never liked Frodo either. I just thought he kind of always looks at the camera with that same face, like, what?
He always looks.
And then his eyebrows furl, and he's like, I'm angry or sad. I'm not sure.
It's because he's mixed up in emotions. Like he's carrying the one ring.
But the first time you watch it, you're like,
well, oh yeah, of course. What else, Singer? Can you tell me about it?
I love Aragorn and Legolas.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like Gimli?
Excellent.
I always forget his name. Yeah, I loved him as well.
They're awesome in it. Like,
they are. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, anything that had to do with those three.
And Gandalf.
Okay. Anything that had to do with those I thought was really good.
Yeah.
It was like, because you were just like...
Barmir.
For a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone else you want to add to this?
I mean, we
He's
could.
thinking.
No. Faramir is pretty cool, I guess.
I guess, yes.
Yeah. Well, what order would you put these movies in, best or worst, just out of the three?
The Hobbit would be the worst.
No, but I mean, out of the three. So Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King. What way would you put them? For me, it used to always go 3, 2, 1, and then the more I've watched it, just went 2, 1, 3. 3 being the worst, even though it's not the worst. But so many good parts in the Fellowship.
It used to go 3, 2, 1 though.
Yeah,
and then it went to the worst.
Yeah, I always find like the Fellowship was like the opening story, and it was always really boring.
Yeah,
but the build up to that Mines of Moria is phenomenal, and the mines are obviously class.
Probably 2, 3, 1.
2, 3, 1
is not about you. I'd probably go 3, 2, 1.
Would you?
Yeah,
I think still go the Battle of Helm's Deep, especially because you have it on extended Blu-ray, is like the battle at Helm's Deep itself is like an hour and like 15 minutes long. It just doesn't leave there.
Yeah.
Apart from Treebeard, and it's like it's class.
The thing about the second one, I obviously enjoyed all those parts about it, but it doesn't really have like a beginning or an ending. It kind of just feels like that middle piece.
It is the middle,
which
piece,
it needed to be, but I think it could have been a better film.
Literally, the opening scene and the end scene just throw you in those movies.
Yeah,
you know. First scene is like just Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli running across fucking landscape.
Yeah.
The final one, I think, pretty much almost finishes in the same kind of fashion.
Isn't it? It's
it finishes with Sam and Frodo walking through with with Gollum.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like there was any conclusive thing, done. Even though a lot had
set
happened.
It up so well.
Yeah, it set it up, but it was necessary for the third film.
God, I have so much I'd love to talk to you about it.
Yeah,
yeah, it's such a I will. We'll sit down and we'll just.
What about the music? What do you think about the music?
We'll just nerd out about Lord of the Rings.
Music's pretty awesome.
it was pretty awesome, but
I agree. Well said.
no, it was pretty awesome, but I find a hard time remembering it. I like Pippin's song. The one he started singing. I like that.
Yeah. Very, very. That's just a great scene.
Because I remember hearing that, just seeing it. I don't even know how I would have seen it, but I remember seeing it a while ago.
Bastard eating at the table.
Yeah.
That always annoys me how he eats.
Yeah.
But it's meant to, Chris.
I know.
It's meant to.
Biting.
Why is he such a dickhead? Is he has he been corrupted by anything, or is he just a dickhead?
He hasn't been corrupted.
He's just a dick.
He favors one son over the other and always did.
Yeah.
And then he kind of more or less just sent Faramir to his death.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, favoritism is a bit of an understatement.
Yeah.
He's literally just my favorite one's dead. You can fuck off and hopefully die as well.
Yeah, no.
But then he does die. But then he realizes that he didn't want him to die. And then when he realizes that he's still alive, he kills. I don't know.
Yeah. He decides he wants to try to kill him.
He was a dickhead.
He was a complete fool.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
And your woman who falls in love with everyone.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about her. She falls in love with about 5 different people.
Big story. Big question. Gandalf the White or Gandalf the Grey?
I thought Gandalf the Grey I thought he was a bit funnier. He was funnier because of just him being happy, whereas Gandalf the White was
that's because Gandalf the White has seen that shit that he's went through.
Yeah.
But Gandalf the White doesn't really remember Gandalf the Grey all that much.
No, he doesn't remember the Grey, but he remembers obviously the journey he's been through.
The journey.
Fighting that Balrog for how many years? I don't know.
Crazy.
I prefer the Gandalf the Grey as well.
A lot of people do. I think the White's more badass.
I think that's because
the Grey is more wizard-like.
Yeah, and kind of real,
mystical. Yeah. I don't know.
The White is just too badass to be.
So many great scenes. We'll talk about them later on in probably when we finish podcast. But what else have you got up to? What else have you watched and stuff?
Parks and Rec. I completely finished it.
Oh my days.
It took me so long because of how I notoriously watch stuff really slowly.
I want to jump in this conversation now with my opinion of Parks and Rec.
Oh my god, he's just running all of you today, Sinker. I don't believe it.
Because anyway, I also finished watching Parks and Rec, so this would be a good chance to jump in and nerd out about that. Go ahead, Sinker.
Right, so first season I thought took a bit to get going. It had its bits that were really funny, obviously Andy falling in the pit. Yeah. Hilarious. Yeah. But other than that, I thought it took a bit to get going. I was kind of right, okay, it's funny, but
weak.
Where's it going?
Yeah. First season's weak.
From there on, it just keeps building and building, and it's so funny. To me, the worst bit though was probably the last season.
Yes, I understand that as well.
As in the worst season since the first one?
Yeah.
Or worse than the first one?
I think it might actually be worse than the first one.
Disagree with that heavily.
Yeah. And I've been talking to Sarah about this because she's a massive fan of Parks and Rec as well. And my issue with a lot of these comedies is that they don't know how to end.
Yeah.
A lot of these, when they know they're going to kind of end, they just kind of really throw it in and be right, we're going to start going serious. And The Office did the exact same thing, which is why I feel the last 2-3 seasons of the US Office are not great.
That's because
Michael Scott left.
Well, there is that.
Yeah.
But to me, the last season of Parks and Rec, you obviously knew that was it.
Yeah.
And they were obviously kind of trying to cut everything together and be right, here we go. We fast forwarded the end. This is the end of the Parks Department as you know it, and we're going to kind of go with it. And it was kind of right, I'm happy to see where this is all going, but I'm it's not.
Just doesn't feel.
It's not funny. It's not. It doesn't feel like Parks and Rec. It doesn't feel funny.
Too much story.
I had that same issue.
Comedy.
I had it though. I felt that. I think you said to me, D, as I was watching season 6, you're really going to enjoy season 6 finale.
Yeah.
And I did. It was phenomenal. That would have been a phenomenal ending.
Yeah.
A great way to end this show, where they get into the lift and it's we always have done this, or whatever it is to say. Doors closed. Done. Great finish. And then they could have ended it as well.
I thought they were going to end it just when she walked up in the end of season 6. They walk up into this new floor. This is where we're going to have my new office.
Yeah.
Hangs a picture up on the wall, and I thought that could have been credits. Yeah. But then they did that jump forward in 3 years or whatever.
And that still would have been okay, just to end it there as well. Now, don't get me wrong. I still thoroughly enjoyed the final season. Last 2 episodes, I think, weren't necessary, but it's a nice way to find out what everybody got up to.
Yeah.
You know, I understand why it's
Oh,
there.
I actually have to disagree with you both here. The
Really?
last 2 episodes are the best 2 episodes of the final season.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I don't think so. No, I don't.
This is what I mean whenever I said to you as well about Parks having more
Wait,
heart.
the best 2 episodes of the final
Of
season.
the final season.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The best episode of Parks and Recreation, without doubt, the one that had the... And I was going to text the 2 of you about this as well, because I thought you'd watched it, Sinker. Is... where obviously Ron is working against Leslie,
Yeah,
and they lock them in the room together,
Oh yeah.
that was up there as well.
and you find out the
Final season as well,
You
guys.
find out the reason why Ron became so bitter, and
Brilliant.
it was absolutely outstanding.
That's what I mean about it being having
so
heart.
much heart, like
Yeah.
that is ridiculous.
That's why I enjoyed the last 2 episodes, because it was just kind of comedy took a side role in. They just wanted to tell the story of where these people ended up, where they got to. I actually think some of the best jokes were in the final 2 seasons.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I would rank that final season probably lower than like 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh yeah, that's where it
So
hit.
bad.
But when I say I rank it
low,
low, I mean as in terms of being funny.
Well, yeah.
To me, it is by far the least funny season. Like as far as like good television, yeah, it's better than the first season.
Oh yeah,
No, yeah.
But as far as being funny,
yeah.
I suppose that's a fair enough point. Yeah.
I think the first season's funny just because of the whole thing of Andy falling and just that whole storyline.
Do you
It's
know
just
what
funny.
my favorite episode of The Office is? Or not The Office.
Partner.
I'll talk about The Office. You
What
want
my favorite episode of Lost is.
I'll talk about that too. No, of Parks and Rec was,
What?
and I told you about this one. I didn't know had you hit it yet or not. I'm gonna ask both of you. Do you remember this one? Where Andy and April are doing like a bucket list.
I did see it.
Did you hit
yeah,
that
I
one?
did see it. Yeah, yeah.
That is my favorite
Favorite
episode of the show.
Is that because, were you telling me, was that the first episode you watched? Or
That's the
something?
very first episode I ever seen. It was flicking through BBC 4. It was on Sinker. Don't know what the fuck it was doing on BBC 4, but I was flicking through and I seen it. I was watching it.
They withdraw the money to go
They
and do...
withdraw the money, and it was just one moment. I literally near died laughing at it. It was where he like gears up to like bust through a window.
Yeah.
He's just like, I don't know, this could be a little crazy. He just like puts down the helmet, just crazy enough to work.
Yeah.
I was floored, and then I was like, I have to check this show out.
Yeah.
And then that episode, like the ending of it as well,
Sold it.
at the Grand Canyon. Oh man,
Oh, yes,
I
that's
got them
right, yeah.
feels. I was like, that's beautiful.
The show, as you said, it had a lot of heart.
Mm-hmm.
I went back, obviously, to start rewatching The Office pretty much straight after, because like, what am I going to watch now?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll give The Office another run because it's just so easy to watch. And I always said beforehand that like nothing, like whenever you first gave me The Office to watch, I was like, this is my favorite comedy. This is up there. This is phenomenal. Like Parks and Rec has outdone that.
I could say that.
100% outdone that. But there are parts of The Office that I think are still better than Parks and Rec. Than Parks and Rec, obviously.
Yeah.
Michael Scott being one of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just a lot of the cringe, I think, out of The Office is just
Some
so
of the
much better.
moments, in the Office, you just can't replicate.
No, like
they're just
Jesus.
iconic to what it is.
But that being said, there's so many there were so many references I had heard about Parks and Rec that I had never like put two and two. Like treat yourself.
Yeah,
Like I'd
yeah.
heard that for years. And I'm like, what the fuck?
What
is
is
treat?
that?
What
Yeah.
is it? And then you see, and you're like, treat yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
Very
I don't
good.
even know if I could pick a favorite episodes of Parks and Rec, but it had so many of those like little moments that I'm
Yeah.
like, man, that is like
Every Ron Swanson
More or
moment
less.
is my favorite.
the one where he gets shot.
Oh my god, phenomenal! Yeah,
Hey
where they go-
Leslie, me and my brother watch the Super Bowl every year. Why don't you come to my house and shoot me in the head?
yeah,
Like that, and then Little Sebastian.
Oh my god.
I love the way Ben just doesn't get it. He's just like,
I get it, Leslie. I don't get it.
yeah. He
Ben-
actually turned out to
yeah.
be very, very good. He was like, to me, he was like a sleeper character almost, because he came along obviously with
Rob Lowe.
Chris
with
Traeger.
Rob Lowe, and I loved him from the off, like because he was just
so funny.
funniest character.
This is literally the best thing that's ever happened to me.
and
He's
Perkins.
terrific in it. Like.
And Perkins.
But yeah, no, yeah.
Ben just became better and better and better.
Ben is so subtle in how he's funny.
That
though.
accounting firm that he keps going
Oh
to
my
and quitting
god. It's
is
so
the
funny.
funniest. Yeah, that's proper cringe, but it's hilarious.
Hey
Yeah,
guys, Ben's here.
oh yeah, what do you call the guy he keeps shouting for?
Oh yeah.
He's gonna love this joke.
Fucking hell. There's just so many, as you said, there's so many little references and moments in Parks and Rec that you probably have heard.
God, I love it.
You don't know where it's coming from, so just watch it, everybody. Just watch
Amy
it. Get
Poehler
all
is a
those.
phenomenal lead in that show.
Wow, Wow, yeah, really blew me away. I
Unbelievable.
was surprised by how well she fucking and she like carried that show.
It's another one of those shows that it was the same as The Office. The cast were that good that you didn't have a favorite. I know there is favorite like they all just
Ron Swanson obviously stands out,
but like they just gelled so well that they were so good. That we call that gay Mark in the first season, the first couple episodes. I didn't like him.
No one liked him. No. He left, and people were quite happy about that.
I didn't mind him, but
I didn't mind him.
At the same time, when he left, I was kind of like, all right,
fine.
As it went on, it just got better and better and better. So good. What a show!
You know who I really like? The guy from Eagleton who came in with the anger issues.
Oh yeah, Greg or something.
Yeah, Greg.
Oh, is so funny.
Yes.
She drove me here.
Yeah,
he's fucking excellent.
And what do you call Tom's friend? The guy.
John Ralphio.
John Ralphio.
One of the best
characters.
And his sister.
Oh fuck! Mona Lisa. Jesus Christ!
And the dad is fucking Henry Winkler as well. Like just
very
brilliant.
Good, yeah.
I must say to you as well, if you ever watch it again, when you're watching the final 2 episodes, pay attention. There's a lot of little I suppose you call them Easter eggs, but like you find out things about like how John Ralphio got on. If you can see things like there's like a bottle of wine or something called John Ralphio.
Oh really?
Whatever. There's a lot of like in jokes, like
nice.
what would you call them? Running gags.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you find like a lot of them are cashed in those last couple of seasons. Like very good. Like
episode.
But
episode.
Nice episode.
I wanted to say nice, and the only thing in my head was episode. No, great. Yeah, I'm glad you finished it too. I finished it. We can talk about that as well. That's Lord of the Rings and Parks and Rec that we can both talk off camera about.
Very similar things.
Very similar.
Very similar.
That's fucking excellent, boys.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you both watched it and both enjoyed it as well.
What have you been watching, Dee?
I'm watching the new season of Arrested Development.
Are you still watching Lost?
Just came out on. Yeah.
Good.
Still tipping away at Lost.
Good.
Want to talk about Arrested Development just because like it's kind of like came out of nowhere. Like.
Talk about Arrested Development, and then we can kind of talk about our games that we've.
Yeah, we'll move into that. I think. Have you guys watched Arrested Development?
No.
I've watched.
I
watched the first half of season 1.
Yeah.
And
did you like it? Did it gel with you?
No, but I've heard it does get better.
It's one of these shows where like there's jokes that they set up on episode 1 that will not pay off to like season 2, episode 9. Like it's all about running gags. And like it's just what's the word I'm looking for? It's just so concentrated. Like there's a lot of jokes that miss, but there's just so many jokes in the first place. Like you feel like they're all hitting because you're getting funny ones every other joke. Like it was the first 3 seasons of that show, brilliant. But it was didn't do very well in the ratings, so it got cancelled. It was the original cult following TV show. Yeah, it was like the one people were like, bring back Arrested Development.
As far as comedies are concerned, for me, it's either going to be that one or Always Sunny next. I don't know which one I'm going to do next.
What one?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia or Arrested Development.
Or Arrested Development. Always Sunny, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe watch Arrested Development because the first it's like 3 seasons, but like they're all like 20-minute episodes. They're short. You can run through them in no time.
I have no idea how. I started Always Sunny. I think I'm like 3 or 4 seasons in. I don't know.
It just keeps going, man.
I know, like
it's good.
20,000 seasons of it.
Well, here I'll tell you what you don't necessarily need to watch is the 4th and 5th seasons of Arrested Development.
Why?
The 4th came out and like it got like mixed reception because they had all of the cast back, but they weren't able to record like all of them together very often because of like scheduling conflicts and all this noise. So they did this kind of like different take where each episode was focused on a specific character. It was okay. There were some good jokes in there, but like most of the jokes fell flat, in my opinion. They re-edited it and they made it so it was like, you know, it felt more natural. But even it was better, definitely better, but not a whole pile better. This season is like a lot better than season 4 was. A lot of good jokes in there. They do the classic sort of running gags that you will pick up on as they, you know, keep reinforcing them episode after episode. There was a lot of good ones in there, but still you're only laughing like maybe one good laughing episode. And the story just like, it used to be funny how just crazy the story was and how crazy shit just kept happening and it happened at such a fast pace. You didn't care to keep up with it because you knew it was just going to change in the next episode. It just gets fucking tedious. Yeah, you just get sick of it. You're just like, what's happening now? And who's? No. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm very surprised that like there hasn't been really any, like there was no marketing for this show. It was released on Netflix, and I didn't even see it. Like, you know, they put the banner up of the show.
Yeah.
It wasn't even there. So I don't know why. They just must have like given up on it.
No way.
I'm surprised by that. But yeah, that's what I was watching. Watching Lost, Chris. I'm season 2 still. I've only watched like a couple episodes. I'm at the point now where like the other survivors have met up on the main beach, and everyone's back together.
Okay.
And I don't know. Do we need spoilers for Lost?
I haven't watched it. It's third on my list.
I mean,
but at this point, it's been out for so long.
I was going to say Shannon's dead, so I'm pretty happy about that. Didn't care for her as a character. You're not going to remember who died.
But trust me, by the time I watch it, I'll probably forget all about this.
But whenever she dies, you'll be like, oh, that's what Dee was on about. I'm glad she's dead.
I mean, to be honest, I still have to finish Breaking Bad and then Game of Thrones, and then I got to watch Lost because Sarah's like, I used to watch Lost all the time. I was like, okay.
Did she finish it?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad. Got another Losty out there.
After the rest.
I made Ashley watch it, and fast became one of her favorite shows.
Well, yeah, it is the type of show where if you can watch it in sequence like that, you'll fucking love it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to season 3 more than anything. Season 2, the start of it is weaker than I remember.
Yeah, I always remembered it being one of my favorite starts of a season because I was just so heavily infatuated with Lost at the time that whatever they did was that great. Season 3 is one of the best seasons of the show.
I remember when I rewatched it like a couple of years ago. I remember saying to you, I was like, the start of season 3, the run of the episodes it's the best pacing I've ever seen in a TV show.
Yeah,
it's like you're watching each episode and you're like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah,
and it ends and you're like, I'm ready for the next one.
Yeah,
it just can't stop.
And then the season finale of 3 is one of the best.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite season now. When I haven't seen it now, I haven't rewatched it yet. But I'm looking forward to it so much. And
there's an amazing Johnny Locke episode in there as well.
There's always an amazing Johnny Locke episode. But yeah, that's basically it for me. Lovely weather today. Had a nice little extended lunch today.
What'd you have?
Went for a while. Barbecue.
Barbecue.
So like a barbecue joint.
Yeah.
I had like a wrap, like a burrito kind of thing, but with like barbecue chicken. Oh, it was lovely. It was gorgeous.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I also had a wrap for lunch, and a tuna salad.
Ooh.
And a
tuna
pot of
salad.
And a bun and a latte.
And a latte.
A bun and a latte.
That's the thing I meant to say to you.
Is this the thing that you were going to say to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Go.
So I had that meal at around 1.
Are you still intermittent fasting?
Still intermittent fasting. Intermittent fast.
So what are you doing now? Are you fasting now?
I am fasting now, but normally I would have a feeding window up until about 7 or 8 o'clock, which is gone now, right? But today I have opted to do a 24-hour fast. I'm not going to eat again until 2 o'clock tomorrow. Lunch tomorrow, 1:30 tomorrow.
My God.
Because I was listening, as I said, to Joe Rogan podcast today, and they were talking about intermittent fasting.
The home of the Joe Rogan show.
And it's beautiful. But apparently there's benefits to taking like an extended fast like that every so often. I'm going to try it out, see what it's like. See how hungry I get.
I can't do that because as soon as I start to get hungry, I fold. I'm like, fuck this, I'm having Rice Krispies.
I know, yeah, but like, they made a good point. It's like, whenever like humans were hunter-gatherers back in the day, like, it wasn't just like when they're hungry, they stop functioning.
No.
Because if they did that, they'd die.
They just have to keep
like,
going.
You can be hungry. Like,
oh, yeah.
It's just willpower. But I'm not going on a full-on fast. Like, I'm drinking that, like, it's 0 calories, but like, most people would say water is the only thing you can take on a fast. But I'm happy enough if there's 0 calories or like minimal calories.
I'm a hardcore faster. I don't even take water.
Don't eat. Don't drink.
Don't drink.
Dead in a month. Dead in a week.
Yeah. How's that go for you? You're not really hungry all the time.
At the minute, I don't even feel it. Like, but that's it because I'm doing this. I'll feel it now whenever I'm going to bed tonight.
Yeah.
I'll probably feel pretty hungry. But I'd say when I wake up in the morning, it takes a while for my metabolism to get going. So I'll be grand till about 10, 11 tomorrow. And that's when I'll feel it.
Will you have tea or anything?
I might have black tea. That's all you can take.
Really?
Well, you can't have milk because calories in that.
Oh, yeah, right enough.
Green tea I might try sometime. There's no green tea available to me at work.
Green tea is very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently it makes you feel full too.
Yeah.
So there you go. But yeah, that's what I'm trying. Experiment with that, Chris.
Nice. Well
Experimenting with my body.
My body. My mind's telling me no. But my body's telling me yeah. Oh yeah. Excellent. I'm glad we did that.
Beautiful, yeah.
I am not intermittent fasting.
Good.
Every single week we come on from like the past while, I've been telling you I am still trying to up those calories. And I've taken the Rice Krispies. That's the latest craze.
Yeah, you were saying last week. Sinker, would you indulge us? Would you prefer Rice Krispies or Cheerios?
Cheerios.
There you go.
Oh my!
Did you vote the
You're
poll?
one of the
Yeah.
weirdos that vote Cheerios over that.
Oh no, man! Like, what are you on about?
You're a Cheerio loving couch over there, aren't you?
That's it.
Oh God, no. Yeah, I've taken in the Rice Krispies, so
Rice Krispie buns.
there's that. Oh no.
When's the last time you had a Rice Krispie bun? I had a square like a week ago, and it was lovely.
Probably at a wake or something.
You know the squares bars.
Oh
I
yeah.
had one of those. It was lovely. I was like, "Fuck! I need to get my hands on some Rice Krispie buns."
But you're intermittent fasting, so you can't.
I can when I'm in my
Yeah,
feeding
that's
window.
true. Yeah.
Do whatever you want in your feeding window.
I had a delicious fish and chip during the week.
Nice.
I also had a couple of pizzas.
Couple of pizzas. Oh,
Yeah.
I had an
And a-
opportunity to get a free Domino's
and
in
a
games
burrito.
today.
Did you take it?
No.
Dale Byrne's gonna be so disappointed with you.
Well, you know what, Dale? If you just no,
And that's it.
not eating
And
it.
that's it.
Well, to be fair, when we
I'm
go
not
to
eating it.
QCon, we'll be right next to Boojum.
We will.
Uh,
My house is like 10 minutes away from a vision.
Beautiful. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yep.
So you have
It's the healthiest way to start, finish, and mid the day.
What was that? What was that
Gee,
sentence?
just run with it. Run with it. If you want to hear it again, go back and listen to
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been eating a lot.
Good though.
Sync any nice food?
When you need to make up for my
Not
lack of
overly.
No.
anything, nothing like out of the ordinary.
Oh, have you tried the McDonald's Taste of America?
No.
Right, don't.
Okay.
Super disappointing.
Oh.
I had the whatever one came on a bagel for a bap bun, whatever, and it was like the most disappointing. It's so McDonald's, it's not even right. It's just so plain.
Standard
like
McDonald's.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know, that kind of way. It's no Swiss stack.
Oh, they need to bring that back.
They might bring it back for World Cup, would they?
Oh, I hope so.
Because
Switzerland didn't. The World Cup?
I don't know. Maybe they'll just bring it back and
I think they are.
They should just have a year
call it the
round.
French stack or something. I don't care. Just bring
Yeah,
that
bring it
burger
back.
back.
Just bring that burger back. I don't care
So
what you
good,
call it.
wasn't it?
Bringing
Like,
it
it was
back.
incredible.
So good.
I remember us all going and grabbing them right after a podcast.
That's right. Yeah.
So what, like 11:30 at night? We're just like,
That was my only one as well. That was delicious.
I know. Oh yeah. He had like 4, didn't he?
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
7 or something. I remember him.
Oh,
saying.
we should make gangbang.
14
again
of them,
soon.
we should make gangbang.
We should make gangbang soon, dude.
I remember whenever we did the first McGangbang, I immediately went and got another McGangbang right after that.
Shawnee Mac's been gangbanging away without us.
Has he?
Yeah. He's taken
Son
up
of a
on that,
bitch.
yeah. Bit of context for those. No, actually, no.
No.
Go.
No. Google it.
But not at work.
Turn
No.
safe search off.
Playing then. Let's jump into this because this is a good way. Then we can then segue into our main topic for the week. Oh, by the way, I'll put it in at the start. But if you get to here, perhaps you're willing to go a little further. I'm sorry. No, use the timestamps down below. It's just such an easy way to skip out all the boring talk because I know a lot of people won't want to hear about certain parts.
Stop boring. Stop boring.
It's not boring. It's not boring.
Won't want to hear about certain parts. So if you use the timestamps down below in the description of this video,
No.
you'll see exactly what we're talking about and at what time you should skip to the video to get it,
No.
and they will be there.
Yeah, this is going under the assumption we're gonna do this timestamp.
I'll do it. Yeah, no, because I was. Do you know how close I was doing them last week? And then I just didn't.
Yeah, it's so annoying because you
know.
can't do them when you're editing because all the times change.
Yeah, all the times changed.
So you have to do it when you're finished, and by the
I
time
thought
you're
one
finished,
week, like ages ago when I edited this, I was like, I'm gonna be super smart. First thing I'm gonna do, timestamps.
yeah, and
Did
then you're
it,
just like
edit it all out, cut it all up, and then it was just all over the
Yeah.
fucking place. I was like, no.
I'm thinking of making an app, Chris. I was thinking of making an app. We just sat it down and it records our podcast, and then every time we want to move on to
making an app.
yeah, I'm a developer. That's my job, man. I could do this.
Ooh,
And then every time we like move on to a new topic, you just tap it.
you're so
and then
Java right now.
It would mark that on the time, and then you'd know when you're editing. Oh, there's the part where we moved onto a new topic, and then you just copy that time.
That would be amazing.
Do it.
I know.
You're so Java.
I'm so Java right now.
So Java.
So jazzy.
It's never gonna happen. It's an idea I had at work, and I was
Only
like,
empty promise.
I should
folks.
do this sometime.
And the Joe Rogan podcast.
You know someone's gonna steal that idea now.
Oh yeah, no.
It's an awful idea.
Patent it.
But,
Copyrighted.
You're welcome to. Just send me a link to the app.
Just subscribe and you can have it.
That's how cheap we're willing to go.
We just need to get to the 100 subs, guys.
subs, guys.
Right, playing, guys, because there's been a lot of games that we've been neglecting to play and haven't played, but I want to hear about what you have played.
That was a roundabout way of asking, Chris, but thanks.
Who wants to go first?
I'm playing State of Decay still.
Yes.
Just about.
Oh.
Just about no more. I didn't play it at all last week because I was editing a video of State of Decay.
Oh,
that I had recorded the previous weekend. So I edited it, never even got to play the fucking game.
Do you know I went to pick it up during the week as well? It was £21, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get this. And then sitting right beside it was Dark Souls Remastered. And then I didn't buy either.
Yeah,
because I was like, I'm going to buy both these together. And I was like, well, that's 60 quid. I was like, I can't spend 60 quid, so put them both back. Not thinking, I'll just buy one. No.
If you get your Xbox online, just get it on Game Pass. Play it for the 2 weeks. You'll probably get your fill, and then just...
Game Pass is actually like ridiculous.
But I want us to play it together.
Yeah, well, we can play.
Yeah.
Awesome. Those 2 weeks. And if you want to keep
Do you have State to keep it?
No.
You should get it, though.
If the three of us...
Is it on Game Pass?
The three of us could get it.
Oh. We could play.
Together.
Guys, you can play a game together.
Oh my god.
We can play a game together.
No way, guys.
Oh my god.
You gotta be freaking.
That'd be so fucking awesome.
But yeah, it's on Game Pass. If you just want to play it, I'd get
I didn't know it was on Game Pass. All right. Well,
it hit 2 million players.
Yeah.
But that's solely because of Game Pass.
Exactly.
But who cares? It's 2 million players you can play with. Play with your friends.
Conclusive.
We could do that.
Yeah. Be fun.
Well,
it's a buggy enough game. It doesn't look great, but there's something about it, man, that just hits my fucking
sweet spot.
Yeah, you're just like
apocalypse survival.
You're coming back, Chris, and you're fed up. You're like, I can't believe I just drove the whole way across this map to get one fucking supply of food and nothing else. What a wasted trip. I'm almost out of fucking fuel for the car. I'm driving home, getting this stuff stored away, and then I'm switching the fucking game off. And you literally get home and they're like, some fucking enclave are like, we need help. And you're like, well, they're not too far away. I could probably run over there in about 5 minutes. And you get over there, and then they have extra food, and you're like, fuck, that's excellent, more food. And then they give you a mission.
Why did you go here in the first place?
Yeah, and they give you a mission the other side of the map. You're like, I'm just gonna run over there real quick before I come home and get some more supplies. There's just something about it that keeps making you want to get out there and get more.
So, I know that exact feeling. I'll talk about that.
Yeah,
in a sec.
I had a thought whenever I was watching the Fallout podcast last week, right?
Okay.
What if Fallout 76 is like State of Decay?
Yeah. Or like Rust, that kind of
have
shared world.
Have that as well.
Nice. I mean,
seen a couple of things spitballing around the old world of the internet.
Because I haven't played State of Decay,
and a lot of people saying, "What if it's just a
rhythm game?"
No, what if they do what we said? And here's 76. No, we're not going to jump into Fallout too much.
You know what? We can talk a bit more about this when we get into the main stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to cover it.
We'll loop around.
This guy's going to remember. But yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Yeah. Possibly what have you been playing?
Together. So.
Right. So because it's been a while, I've got a few. Well, not a few.
Right, boys, get the list out.
It's a small enough list, and two of these I'm not really going to cover. Right. So Far Cry 5.
Oh yeah,
excellent.
I got it.
Did you beat it?
I haven't beat it yet. I'm on the third
region.
Third person.
Not O region. I meant O region.
Yeah.
I'm on the third O region.
The third O region. So far,
bad at podcasting.
So far, I'm enjoying it, but I still think 3 is the best.
I think that's a fair enough analysis, but it's better than 4, isn't it? It's more fresh.
Me, 4's the only one I've played.
Oh yeah, I think it's definitely fresher than 4.
Everyone keeps shouting on it.
I think that the missions are less repetitive than 4 were.
Yeah, no, that
more like not unique but different enough.
Yeah,
that was my biggest impression of the game. But sorry.
Have you beat it?
Yeah, I've beaten it. Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
And I like hear his thoughts about the ending. Apparently, the ending just does something phenomenal.
The ending just takes you in a whole different direction. You're not expecting it whatsoever. Some people think it's good. Some people think it's just jarring. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. So you can finish it and let me know.
Okay.
Sweet to the beat.
So there's that.
The beat was sweet.
God of War.
Yes. Let's talk about that. Did you buy the book? What? Did you buy Neil Gaiman?
No, I haven't bought it yet.
The book.
I don't get paid until Friday.
Book about God of War, guys.
No, it is. Neil XX Gaming.
So I'm really enjoying it so far. I know when we talked at the barbecue about it. Was it the barbecue? Yeah. Whatever. I was only a handful of hours in. I'm a bit further now.
Where are you now? Tell me.
God, what was the last thing I did?
That game was one of the sweetest games I've played.
Oh, sweet.
See, I don't know what can I say about spoiling it.
Oh no, we've already done. You can say whatever you want now. If people haven't played it at this point.
No.
Well, I'll put my own spoiler warning here.
You have to give 6 months before you can spoil a game. That's the rule.
6
the internet's
months?
rule.
Is it 6 months?
That's Reddit's rule. I know.
Right. Well,
they had spoilers up the day of release.
I'm gonna put a small spoiler here. So if you don't want to hear about it, like fast forward like 30 seconds. I'm at the.
You're gonna put the spoiler thing up? Are you?
No. Yeah, this is me. Spoiler. So.
Oh no, I have to put it up.
Exactly.
He's on the hands, Steve.
I passed the bit where you left Atreus for what felt like a few minutes.
Oh.
And apparently you left him for a while. Oh, and then there's like the boss fight. after that bit.
What boss is that again?
Where she like, it's like I don't know if it's a boss or a mini boss, but she like can blind you and like poison you or something like that. It's like pitch black. And you have to get an elevator up, and Artreus is just being a real dick about everything.
Oh yeah.
And then you basically tell him, like, look, if it makes you feel any better, I thought I was gone for a second. He's like, all right, boy.
Oh yeah, that's the elf place.
Yes.
And you don't fight. It's not a she, it's a he. It's the king of the elves.
All right.
Oh, that elf.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated that.
He was a bitch.
Yeah, so I finished the elf bit.
Yeah.
I just
That's a
finished
good
that
fight,
bit.
though.
What's it called? Alfheim.
And then I
really
did
good
that,
fight,
and then I went to Fafnir's cave.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
Fafnir was the last thing I did, I believe.
Brilliant.
So
Are you
that's right.
enjoying it?
I am.
Solid, like,
for a
isn't it?
game I was more than willing to skip.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. Because
Solid.
I wasn't a massive fan of the old God of Wars, but
It's very different though, isn't it?
very.
Very
played the old
different.
game, so I
They've
can't
got rid of all the shit that we talked about before.
Yeah, fucking button mashing like
Button mashing
mad.
to open a door and
Still annoys me when they stick it in though. There was parts. Remember, there's like you're going up in a lift and he has to free it, and it's just like
Yeah.
you mash O, and I'm like, why? What is the
Yeah,
point?
I know,
There's
yeah.
not. I'm not even under any like. There's nothing urgent happening.
Yeah.
Like, just hit a button.
when Atreus becomes a dick, he becomes a real
Oh,
dick.
doesn't he?
I just want to.
That's not even it.
No.
Is that not
He
it?
becomes a real dick.
Oh yeah, right now he becomes.
I thought that was the bit that you were talking
he
about.
becomes a dickier dick than that.
No, the guy. He's just annoyed with you for leaving him at the minute.
Oh,
There's a part where he just becomes a dick.
Yeah,
for
just a
apparently no
complete
reason.
fucking.
But
loser.
anyway, not spoil anything for you.
But it's gone very Uncharted, and I
Yeah.
love it.
Uncharted.
You can tell from like the art direction, the way they're telling the story, and way the action and all.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
very Uncharted,
How
and
they're
I
portraying the
love it.
story. Yeah.
I love it. The uncharting of games needs to continue.
Yes, yeah. Sony Santa Monica did a phenomenal job with that game.
They
to
did,
be
like,
fair.
and I got it. They made a believer out of me, because like I was not a massive fan of God of
Yeah.
War, but like the fact that they made it Norse mythology piqued my interest. But it
Seems to
is
have done that for a lot of people as well.
Mhm.
I would have went for Greek or Norse, like take it
Celtic.
either way. Yeah, anything like.
I just know more
Any
about
world.
Norse, so like I hear some of the names come up, and you're like, oh, like here's a statue of Thor, Loki,
You
and
need to
Odin,
read
and then you're
that
like,
book.
oh, and then it's like, Hel, the goddess of the underworld. I was like, oh, like I know these names, like
They
I
do a
know.
really good job with the lore in it as well, because like they tell you just enough to pique your interest,
Yeah.
and then they leave it just like kind of.
Yeah.
They tell like a short story.
kinda tease.
Mimir would tell like a short story, and then
Maybe you'll go to that place or see like.
see after reading that book
That
and
place.
reading the stories of some of the shit that you encounter, and you're like, oh, that's where that came from.
Yeah.
That's some
So cool.
That's some
So cool.
crazy shit. Like
Got a new laptop, so I started my PC save of Fallout again. No, I didn't start again. I continued it.
So on the laptop,
Fallout's-
the laptop is a beast.
Yes,
My
the
God.
beast.
Is it? It's like a full. Like, would this be your primary gaming device?
I don't know if it'd be my primary one, because like
Do you still have the PC or is it sold? Or
I'm
anything?
gonna sell it.
Yeah.
I still
You're gonna-
have
yeah.
it, but I'm going to sell it.
Yeah,
how much
yeah.
you gonna sell it for?
£1,000.
No, probably about,
£1,005.
about 350, probably.
Is it, how much
Roughly.
is it worth? Yeah. You know, if you were buying these parts new.
God, I don't think some of it's not even available anymore because it's kind of gone out. The graphics card itself was about 100.
You know what? You should just fucking rip the graphics card out of it and sell it for $350. The way things have gone.
Well, there is that, but I just want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So continuing on Fallout 4,
If you want a new gaming PC,
hit us up.
contact James. Singer.
Just subscribe.
Contest. So I just beat Far Harbor, the
Oh
DLC
yeah.
for that.
Oh man, I'm like halfway through it. I really want
I
to.
beat Far Harbor. I just started Nuka World, which I found really weird so
Have you
far.
played it before?
I've never done Nuka World before, and I'm failing to see how you can do it as a good guy, because it's all very raider-ish. Like everything about it is that Nuka World is overtaken by raiders, and you have to lead the raider clans.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm
yeah.
kind of like, I literally just started, so I'm like, how does this affect me as a good karma character?
My morality in the situation.
So I don't really know, but I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to finish it. It's one of those games that if I wanted to finish it and just like skip all the side shit, I easily could do that.
yeah.
But I'm just trying to get the most out of it, because I know when I beat it, I'm not gonna go back, because I have so many other things I need to do,
I did
like
that.
Skyrim. So I'm basically getting as much as I can out of Fallout 4 before I'm
Yeah.
done. Especially now with Fallout 76, I'm kind of like, I've got to get this
Yeah.
done and dusted before then. So still plugging away at that, and then the bigger one, newer one for me is Dark Souls.
Remastered.
Well done.
Dark
sir.
Souls Remastered. To pick that up.
How does it play?
Amazing.
Yeah.
It like as someone who like recently played Dark Souls like on PC, and like my PC's not bad, and like the frame drops are awful.
Yeah.
Blighttown, am I right?
I haven't played Blighttown on the because I
Apparently it's
I wasn't good enough
All right.
to get to Blighttown, the old one. But now this new one, it runs so smooth, and like people are complaining about it, and I'm like,
Such an increase.
it's people are complaining about the fact of like it doesn't look incredible, and I'm like,
It doesn't look incredible, does it?
It doesn't, but it's.
It
was like 27 quid.
Yeah.
It was like 27 quid to get it on the
it's a
PS4.
remaster of, like, how old is Dark Souls 1? Like, it's
Quite.
It's an it's an old game.
So, like, I mean, it's a remaster of an old game. Like, you know, it's not gonna be amazing.
But like, people complain about the looks. Like, to me, that's not a big deal. The fact that it runs at like a relatively steady frame rate and I can play it on my PS4, like, I'm sold like £27. Like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm loving it. I've gotten so much further on Dark Souls Remastered than I ever gotten before. So I'm officially flying blind on this game, and I'm really enjoying. I did get to Blighttown on the remastered one. That's actually where I am now. So I'm struggling.
I'll be honest, it's just a game that has never done anything for me.
Oh, it did it for me until I got to the first.
Have you played it?
Yeah.
You get it on Switch or something? No.
No.
Is
Not
it on Switch?
remaster. God, no. I mean the original 360. Played it for about an hour, and in that hour, I made it up one corner.
Yeah.
I got into a courtyard. A demon fell into it.
Yeah.
And I didn't get out.
Yeah.
Of the courtyard.
Gotta get good, Chris.
Gotta get good.
You gotta
James.
get good.
Yeah. I've never really loved
That's
that.
my encounter with Dark Souls. It's a game I'd probably like to get into, I think.
Yeah.
But I just
I don't have the time.
Yeah.
I don't know
have the
why.
time to get good.
I just don't know why I never really got into it, because I really like Demon Souls. Like, obviously, the kind of the first one. Like, I really like Demon Souls. Then Dark Souls
like
came out, I was kind of like, okay, like, I'll play it. And I just never really went back to it.
Have you played Bloodborne?
I picked up Bloodborne a few months ago as well.
Which is like meant to be another Dark Souls type thing that's phenomenal.
Yeah, no, it's like very much like Dark Souls. I know I really liked it, and I seem to always hit a brick wall with these kind of games where like I get stuck and I'm like okay, I'll take a break and I'll come back, and that was about 3 months ago with Bloodborne, and now I've kind of hit the same spot with Dark Souls. I'm like I got stuck like 3 days ago and haven't played it since. I've just been doing other stuff. I've been playing FIFA as well, but like no one wants to hear about FIFA. Like,
This is not a FIFA podcast.
No, this is not.
You
come back next week
before
for our
I
FIFA
tell you
podcast.
what I've been playing. Do you know I made him play Ratchet and Clank?
Oh yeah.
Did you see that podcast? Did you see his?
No. Have you heard my opinions about it?
no, better be fucking good.
Well, to be honest, I don't really like anything about it. No, I loved it. It was excellent.
Yeah.
It was terrific. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
He
Didn't
wouldn't
want to
play
play
it for ages, and
No.
then I finally got him to play it on the condition. No, I give him Doom on the condition he played Ratchet and Clank. He didn't play too much of Doom and played Ratchet and Clank.
I don't blame you.
Finish Ratchet Clank. Cannot get into Doom.
No.
Really?
Can't
I
get
can't
into
get
it.
into Doom either. Man.
The new one?
Yeah.
Really?
It doesn't perform that well on console, I don't think.
Doesn't it?
It
See,
was
I played it on
pretty
PC
jaggy,
and I absolutely loved it. Like, I've only played like the original Dooms like a handful of, and even then, like I played them so little that me saying I've played them is a bit of an overstatement.
Yeah.
But like, I absolutely loved the new Doom. I thought it was incredible.
I thought I was gonna love it. It has everything that I think I would love, but I played like an hour of it and I was just like, oh man.
That's how I felt with Metro as well, and I just couldn't get into that.
Oh, I see. You're both wrong.
I've played
guess
about
so.
an hour of Metro as
Right,
well.
what have I been playing this week, gentlemen? Right, I feel your pain
What
with
have you
State
been
of Decay because I've been mining.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah.
and it's the same shit. It's like, oh,
I don't want to do this anymore, but I'm
I
gonna
gotta
keep
go into the
doing
nether
it.
and I gotta go get all this fucking shit, and then I do it, and it's like bring it all back, and it's like, oh, that's it, I'm done. I'm switching the console off. I'm like, but first I'll just put a nice wooden trim on this wall, and I put it on and be like, oh, that looked nice the whole way around the base, and then I
Yeah.
spent like another 4 hours just putting fucking blocks all the way around the base.
Oh, that's tired. I like how much time
Um,
you lose that game.
But it's starting to come together really, really nicely. Not
Good,
that it didn't
good.
before. Our subscriber, it's no longer the subscriber storage.
It's so much.
It's back to the subscriber mines.
Okay.
Because I built this phenomenal storage room, and I was like, yep, it's time to put all the plaques on the wall for all the things. There's no room. Didn't leave any room for Blacksty. I'm like, what am I supposed to do now? How am I supposed to distinguish? It's like I could put a book in each one and write a note to it. I was like, nah, no one wants to see that. No. So each mine shaft is going to be dedicated to a different subscriber to the channel. I'll get to that eventually. I'm working on my skeleton spawner at the minute because it's giving me a lot of XP when I need it, and then I've also converted it that I'll pull a switch and the ground will open and then they'll just fall to the death and I'll collect the bones and arrows and stuff like that. Still after my ender pearls. The endermen are just being real dicks, not dropping them for me, so still trying to get those so we can get to the end and then I can build an ender farm. But tomorrow I'm aiming to build a fully automatic outdoor harvesting and growing farm for watermelons and pumpkins and perhaps wheat. I'm not too sure. Nice one. But it'll work off of daylight sensors and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a project.
Sounds pretty advanced, Chris.
It is pretty advanced, but I have a lot of redstone, so I'm going to have to use it in something.
Good.
Done that. Also, I have taken back into The Last of Us.
Oh, nice.
Playing that in grounded mode, which is like...
Is that the hardest or the next to hardest?
The hardest, and it's the hardest thing I've done.
Yeah.
The first infected that I came across in the room with Tess was like, oh, you can just sneak around these guys, and you can't sneak around these guys. And it's like, you've got no HUD, you've got no anything, you've got no hints, like when they run at you, and it's like, oh yeah, press like X or press square to like, you know, fend them off, whatever. There's nothing.
Can you still use that like listen mode he has?
No.
That's not, okay. Fuck.
My God. You've got not that I'm aware of. I haven't used it yet, so I've got nothing. Very good. We've just picked up Ellie, and we are making our way to the Capitol building.
Nice
so
one, man.
Pretty tough.
I think I must like sort of run through that game, the remastered version.
Yeah.
At some point.
Have you not played the remaster? No.
No, I only played on the original.
When you only recently got PS4, actually.
Yeah. So my video for this week, I'm not sure what to do, whether to continue with the Minecraft or just jump into where I am in The Last of Us with all the hype that's around The Last of Us 2 at the minute.
Yeah.
Just show where I am for 20-30 minutes, maybe the next chapter, and then that's it. Don't know what to do. So, but...
Do you go with what you feel?
This is the other thing I'm doing. Now, no one's going to get to see this for quite a while, so I'm hoping that the rumors aren't true about Fallout and that it is a good bit in the future, because I have started into a survival play on Fallout 4.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah. Ah, man, I was itching to do that as well.
Yeah, I've taken into it, and fuck, it's different. Like, really, because you have to eat and you have to sleep because you can't save it any other way, and you don't like replenish nearly as quickly as I thought I would. Like, everyone was like, oh yeah, you replenish slowly, but it still goes up, and it's like, even if I use a stim pack, then I become dehydrated, and then I got to drink water, and I don't have water, so I have to go get water. But by the time I get the water, I'm more dehydrated. So it's like, maybe I'll just sleep. But if I sleep, I save it. If I save it, I'm always dehydrated.
Yeah.
So what do? And then you have to eat, so you're like constantly on the lookout for killing like boat flies and things like that, just to make stews to eat and stuff. So it's, you have to really think about the play. It's not just like, oh, I'm just going to run into Concord, kill the Deathclaw, go do this quest, go do this quest, go to Diamond City. It's like, I'm going to go to Sanctuary Hills and I'm going to like fend this place.
I'm going to make my dinner.
Pretty much. I'm going to make a dinner first of all. I'm going to make sure I have, because like even your ammo now weighs you down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
So I remember doing that for New Vegas.
Yeah, New Vegas.
And I quite enjoyed it in New Vegas. My issue with the survival modes is that like, if that was like the main game mode, I would like it, but because it's optional, I'm never like, oh man, I'm gonna
exactly. Yeah.
But if it was like the main game, I'd be like, man, that's really fun. I really enjoy that because it's very stalker. Oh. Survival mode in Fallout is very stalker.
Right.
Yes.
Like
stalker. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Did
Best
you hear?
ever.
Did you listen to us whenever we talked about the news that Stalker was getting a reboot? And I was like, "Oh, that's that game Jim Singer keeps telling me."
Yeah, because it's amazing and everyone needs to play them.
Wasn't it? It was getting a reboot, or there's something new?
There was a Stalker 2, like. But apparently there was still drama around. Now, see these Ukrainian developers, right?
Drama.
So apparently, someone confirmed that it's being made.
Yeah.
But then the other ones were just like, I don't know what he's on about. We're not doing this. And then the other one's like, no, it's definitely coming. It's just coming in like 4 years. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
No.
Lies. It's all lies.
False testimony. That's what that is.
That's perjury.
Perjury.
They perjure themselves.
The Purge. The movies.
But yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna continue to just keep up with this. I'm gonna keep this series going and I'm gonna keep it. I'm probably gonna get as many episodes as I can in backup, upload them all, and then we'll just put them all out like over like a space of time, probably whenever we have nothing to show or something like that.
We'll never have nothing to show.
Yeah, Minecraft is just so strong at the minute, and I really wish we could all play Minecraft. I'd love us all to jump into the X8 Emporium.
We could.
I got Silk Touch in my pickaxe though.
What?
Silk
No
Touch.
way.
So good, because it means I can just like run up to like glass blocks now. Just like I'll take that.
That is pretty fucking handy. Like,
or if I like mine stone, it doesn't turn into cobblestone.
Yeah,
I still
you can
get
keep a stone.
It's
That's so
nice.
handy. Yeah.
Very
We
nice.
all have laptops.
Yeah, but I don't want to play it on laptop.
You play it on an Xbox.
Pay
attention.
I stand by that Xbox is the best version bar PC for Minecraft.
Yeah.
Played it in 360, played it on PS4, played it on tablet, played it on phone.
Do you see that new Minecraft is like, I downloaded it the other day. It's only like 200 megabytes. It says. Because it's essentially the pocket edition, except on everything.
On everything, yeah.
Play together.
What do you think of it?
It looks the same.
It looks nice now. It has to be said. It looks nice.
I don't know if it looks much better. Like, it looks about the
I think
same.
it looks nice. I've noticed it runs a lot faster and a lot smoother.
What is it? Yeah.
Yeah. But I still don't want to play it. The crafting system's fucked in that. I hate it so bad.
Is it because they're doing the PC
crafting system? Yeah. But you can play with mouse and keyboard, so if you could just plug that in, then
at that stage you might as well just play on your PC.
But I could play it on my 40-inch TV.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I've been playing. So we'll see some Minecraft soon enough.
Yeah.
But I think at this point now, before we go any further, I got to do a couple of wee things here. I have to pee.
Oh.
I'm going to do that. And then we're also going to get a little toast going for Sinker and his passing the drive.
I'll mention you get this bottle open, Chris.
Do you want to start pouring them and I'll do my thing for the peeps?
Yeah, but then no one's on the mic in that case.
I will.
No, I'm on the mic. I'm not going to pee. I mean, I'm going to do my thing.
Yeah.
You have to pee on the
Your
mic.
peeps, all I heard was pee.
I'm going to pee on the mic, bro. So this is the X8 Gaming Podcast. Okay, let's try that again. This is the X8 Gaming Podcast. Remember, you can find this podcast and all of our previous podcasts over at youtube.com. Just search for X8 Gaming. If, however, you wish to take us on the go, which we highly recommend, you can find us over on iTunes.com. You can find us at Stitcher, on Stitcher Radio, or any other podcast hosting service, to be honest.
You're a bit plentiful here, Chris.
He is now pouring us pints of Lagavulin Scotch as we celebrate Sinker's arrival to Earth in car.
What?
Anyway, sorry. Remember that you can find us in all those places. Well, I'll do a proper one later. But I wish to say at this point a massive thank you to all of our new subs, all of the new faces, to everybody who contributes to us weekly. Big hello to everybody who has joined us over on Instagram. You're very welcome to the channel. Great to hear from a lot of people where we can be found. It seems, Dee, that we are now found all over the entire universe.
The globe.
So that's absolutely wonderful. Thank you to everybody who gets in touch with us week in, week out. It's great to be able to do this. Thank you for Sinker for making up for this podcast. And thank you to you. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Hold on. I did know that. Right. Before we toast, I gotta pee, so I'm probably gonna cut this out.
What'll we talk about? Chris Near plugged out our mixer, which would have lost all of our audio. God, he's such a dick.
Oh my God, the spider's back.
What do we talk about? What do you
want to talk about?
Chris is peeing.
Well, Chris is peeing. Tell me more about Ratchet and Clank. That's what I want to hear about.
Ratchet and Rank.
Ratchet and Rank.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Like I obviously didn't expect to enjoy it nearly as much as I did. Didn't want to play the game because it just looked like a platformer, which is fine. But I didn't really want to play a platformer.
Why?
I wanted to play like a big game, like a Doom type game. Big story, first person shooter, epic, fucking ripping people in half.
Doom story?
Didn't want to play, not a story, but an experience. I didn't want to play as like a Lombax with a robot on my back.
Of course you did.
No, obviously that's not the way you sell it, right? You just tell someone to play the game. It's the only way to get them to enjoy it, I think.
It's platforming crack.
Yeah, it is.
It's fucking literal crack.
It's very Moorish.
Yes.
Once you start, you really want to just keep going, and because it rewards you. It rewards you so often as well.
I've made a deal with myself that as soon as I beat any game, I'm rewarding myself with being able to play Ratchet.
It's not that good. Like,
No, it is.
Yes,
it's a
it
good
is.
game.
No, it is. No, it's
But it's not like a game where you're like, okay, it's not like literally crack.
It is
where
literally
you're kind
crap.
of going, I'll reward myself.
When you
with
kill
that.
stuff with the weapon levels up.
Yeah.
And then there's platforming.
Every game has something like that.
It's crack.
I'm
going to pay
It's
now.
really, really enjoyable. Oh my
Oh,
god.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm sorry, host rights, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. You're not Shawnee Mac.
Fuck's sakes.
Shawnee Mac just pees in the seat.
Shawnee Mac is one of those adult diapers.
He is so brave. He closed the door with him and the spider in that bathroom.
Don't buy it. You listen. The man has no sense.
The man has no fear.
He'll come back with
He's
fucking...
going in there purposely trying to get bit. He's got a fucking web sling back out onto this couch.
There's one thing I never got about the Spider-Man story.
Universe.
How does he like take to being like web swinging and climbing walls so quickly? You know, like I mean, in the original, not the original, but the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, he like feels once, he swings into a wall once, and then he's swinging perfectly.
Oh, you gotta shut the door, by the way.
Just use your web.
If you don't, all we hear in the background is. Thanks,
Or
Nick.
plumbing.
Do you want to pee too?
It's fair. I kind of have to pee,
All right, go on.
but shall we? Should we just make it okay?
Yeah.
Make it.
Make it a free kill.
I just had visions of you booting that good Lagavulin. That one mouthful is more than you'll make in your entire lifetime. Ah. Do you like Scotch Sinker?
I've never had any.
Yeah, it burns.
Does it burn?
It burns so bad. I don't like it. I don't even know why we do it. I don't know why men do this.
Neither do I.
Such a mad
You know what I
thing.
downloaded
No, I
the
do
other
like
day?
some Scotch. Oh,
Jurassic World Go.
okay.
Have you not seen this?
No.
It's Pokemon Go but with dinosaurs.
That's brilliant.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
No, it's really
That's
not.
phenomenal. So you mean to say you could just be walking down the street and next thing there's a fucking velociraptor?
That is exactly what I'm saying. And then when you click it to like capture it,
Oh, you have to capture it?
you have to capture
Oh, I
it.
thought it'd be cooler if you're walking down the street. It'd be like one of those fitness things. You're walking down the street and then it's like velociraptor, quick! You have to run for like 10 minutes to escape it.
No, so you have to capture it. But what you do is a little drone pops into the sky, and then you shoot it with tranq darts.
Shoot the drone or shoot the?
You shoot the dinosaur, the tranq darts from the drone, and then you like summon its essence. And when you get enough essence, you can make the dinosaur.
You're joking.
I'm not. I wish I was, but I'm not. I also started playing Pokemon Go again.
Yeah.
In light of this.
And was that? Oh, I thought because of in light of Pokemon coming
Got
to
the
Switch.
essence, Chris.
That-
Listen, I just had a thought. I have to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to drive last week.
I know, but I'm going to be driving in like an hour now. We had like 2 hours last week.
Yeah, but we're still.
I'll take a sip.
Of course, you take a sip. You get a sip. To episode 51, to James Sinker passing his driving test, and to all our lovely listeners and newcomers to the channel, this week
Cheers.
is for you. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, goes down.
You chug it. A gentleman sips his Scotch Sinker.
Doesn't get any easier. That hits hard.
No.
I might just take a honey on it. But here, what do you say?
And I think it tastes better than last week.
Health to drive or something like that?
Health to wear, D. What? Health to wear? That's what you see. That's what I say. Health to wear.
Health
Health to wear.
to wear.
Like if you get a new coat, I go, Jesus, health to wear. Wait.
But you said it to me one time when I got a new car.
Oh yeah, health to drive.
Health
Yeah.
to drive, yeah. Fuck's sakes, Chris.
All right, welcome back to the XXU
Sinker.
podcast.
Health to drive, my friend.
Where this week, as you may have seen all over the internet, it is preparations for E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo,
Can't do it.
Set in LA.
set in LAX.
Los Angeles.
Guys, I also had
California.
this thought that
Home of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's right. That's true. That's true.
Right.
Californication.
What about this?
Who knew?
What about this, guys? Right now, honestly, what about this? Let's
Go
make a
on.
pact right now at this podcast. Right?
Blood Pact.
More or less. This podcast somehow,
Not everywhere, man.
if we get to 1,000 subs by 1 month out from E3 next year, we go to LA for the E3 week.
And we just sit outside.
If we get 1,000 subs by E3.
Yeah.
So how many more do we need?
We need another 907
907.
subs. It's still doable. But if we do it, we'll go to LA. We'll try to get tickets to E3, and if not, we'll just go to LA for a long weekend.
We'll be in LA for the time of E3.
It's like we're doing something for them, but we're not. We're just giving ourselves a holiday.
Shut up, D.
But we could podcast from LA. Imagine that.
That would be pretty sick.
Outside,
actually,
say we couldn't get tickets to E3, so we're standing next to a poster.
Can we make that pact?
Yeah, grand.
1,000 subs is going to get us to E3. Guys, get it. Oh my god, we should get like one of those wee bars. It's like get us to E3.
Was it like 1,000 subs in like what 2 weeks?
No, not this E3. Next year.
What's funny?
Oh, that's nowhere near as fun.
How could we go? It's in like a week. It's on Sunday.
We might go viral.
I know a guy.
It's funny though. Normally, them streamers who are like, "Get me to like E3," they're like looking money. All we're looking at is like imaginary internet points. Just subscribe.
Yeah, just a little number to change
Just
in the day.
A good hacker could get us up there, no bar.
But anyway, so E3. Oh,
E3
again. I'm not hitting my vowels tonight, guys. We should have done that warm up beforehand.
Yeah.
The Electronic Entertainment Expo.
3 E's or
We're going to talk about the rumors so far. We're going to talk about our hopes and aspirations and our dreams, and then we're going to talk a little bit about E3 as well.
okay. Nice, Chris.
We could have a drinking game about how predictable my hopes and dreams are going to be for E3.
Anyway, gentlemen, E3, the
Yes.
story so far. Where do you want to start with this? I've got a lot of rumors.
I wrote all my notes down by conference by.
Oh,
that would have been a smart way of doing this.
No, you see, I thought we weren't going to do that until we did the the review, the E3 review, and that would be like, okay, let's review by conference.
We can do both.
Oh no, we can't.
You can just throw.
Then they're
in,
like, God, they're so cheap.
do you know what you could do? You could throw in your jumble of mess, whatever you've written down. You can do the same, and then I'll structure it in a coherent way that people can actually fucking understand it. How about that? How about that for an idea,
Okay,
Chris?
I'm just going to go ahead. No, I'm only joking. I will go ahead though, because pretty much E3 officially kicks things off. Unofficially with the pre-E3 event.
Pre-3?
With the pre-free.
Which takes place on the 9th of June. So E3 E3 is being kicked off by
Did
EA.
you give him?
Pre-E3.
Pre-E3 kicked off at
Fair, I did give him
E3
a
by
lot.
EA. There you go. That's our title.
What's that? Do you want to say that again, Chris?
Pre-E3 at E3 kicked off by EA. Because that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, so they're starting. EA goes
Their
first.
event 9th of June. So that actually happens the day this goes up.
Saturday.
Monday.
Sunday.
This is going up Monday.
No, it's Saturday. Their thing is on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Christ
So
almighty.
Thursday's Saturday. Microsoft is Sunday. So really, we should try and get our thing up Monday. Sunday.
We'll have it up Sunday.
Sunday.
One of the leaks, gentlemen, that comes with E3 is Hitman 2. Anybody interested in this?
I would be interested in this.
Okay. Publisher WB Games.
That's Warner Brother Games.
Yeah.
Warner Brother Games.
Yep.
Tease an announcement of sorts saying something is coming on the 7th of June, which is tomorrow.
Why are they so early?
I don't know.
What's this about?
There was no indication of what. However, there was a race car. It was either a picture of a race car or a video of a race car. And on it had the brand Hampson, which is taken from the season 1 of the Hitman.
IO Interactive.
IO Interactive, that's it, yeah. So it's taken from that. So
Could be Hitman.
Hitman 2.
Hitman. I wonder what they'll call it because like it'll be like Hitman Season 2.
They'll call it Hitman.
Hitman.
It's only logical.
Yeah, because they do this
Yeah,
weird,
probably
like,
be season 2 or
episodic
something.
thing with
Or
it,
just
yeah.
Hitman 2.
No, because they do like it comes out in episodes.
Yeah.
The Hitman game. So I think they're going to go for like Season 2.
All right, okay. Yeah,
We'll see. That's my prediction.
so there we go.
Hitman
That's one way to kick
Season
things off.
2.
Be cool. I'm terrible at Hitman, but I'd like season 1.
Yeah, I
Hitman?
don't know what way you want to go through this. D, maybe you want to lead with this here then, since you have everything in your fucking structure.
D did some
because-
fucking work beforehand.
Christ, D, I'm just
You're yapping on about EA, are you?
I'm actually fed up listening to you.
EA, is it?
Yeah.
We'll just start with EA then.
Yeah.
All right. Got any EA news there, Sinker?
One that you don't have to pay for.
Oh! There was a thing they have up on their like conference. It's just like always finding new ways to play. People are like they misspelled pay. So EA, so kind of their big hitters are going to be probably Anthem. Remember Anthem? It's like
Yeah.
BioWare's thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
The Destiny killer.
The Dest. Not hard to kill Destiny at this point.
No.
Destiny 2 is fucking...
Will we talk about
I like Destiny 2.
Is it Destiny 2? What's coming
It's
E3?
not doing well.
Destiny 2 is coming E3, the expansion.
Yes, they're doing the whole... this is year 2 of Destiny 2.
I didn't want to jump. I don't know if we're jumping into... I don't know how we're doing this.
We could do Activision right after this, Chris, if you could just wait a fucking second. All right?
This is so hard to structure. I don't know how people do
It's dead easy. Just let me do my thing here, Chris.
You go on ahead, D. You lead.
Anthem, the
But I'll jump in with this.
EA also bringing to the table Battlefield 5.
Yes.
Will we see Battle Royale mode?
No, not from Battlefield. I don't.
You think they're going to stray away from it?
I think they'll stray away from it. I think they'll be stupid to do it as well, because obviously Fortnite are cleaning up the Battle Royale, and then I think Call of Duty are going to come along, and they don't want to be seen as we're copying Call of Duty. They want to be seen as their own thing.
I would say the opposite. I would say they'd be stupid not to.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to cash in on this, but how long is this Battle Royale thing? When are we going to see a death of Battle Royale?
Well, this is it.
Until the game stopped being fun. Like, at the end of the day, like... Battle Royales are enjoyable. Like, it's something about that whole kind of... Obviously, it's going to die off eventually. Like, a few years ago, we had the rise of, like, the MOBAs. When you had, like, League, Dota, and Smite all coming out all at once. And then you had the survival stuff, where there was literally a survival game leaked every roughly 10 seconds on Steam.
A survival game, do you say?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought you said Survivor game. I was like, Jesus. Survivor. Remember that board game?
Again, how much did you give him?
Hush, hush, hush. Sorry, I just remember that board game. Remember us playing that board game?
Oh, yeah, I
under
do,
a
actually.
pool table.
Because,
we made a tent and then sat in the tent. When we were much younger, obviously.
We were 22
18.
years old.
About 2 weeks ago.
Anyway, sorry, go on. If you want to hear more about that story, please subscribe and tell us. We only need 1,000 more.
By next week.
We'll tell you that story from Los Angeles. Next Sunday, we're
oh
going to
my
be
God, I hope we do it. I hope we do it. Hope we get there. The death of the death.
The death of the death, right? So I don't know. I feel like they could easily cash in on that. I feel like Battle Royales are
but would they want to cash in? That's the point. I mean, Battlefield 1 did so well for what it was. Like, it stood out from the crowd. Would they
but
want
maybe they're fearing of missing the bus.
I don't think so.
On this one.
For my issues, why wouldn't you? Like, they have the amount of play.
Because
like,
they have amazing sound design. They have. Do you let me finish?
I'm sorry. You were finished, weren't you?
Yeah, their sound design is awesome.
It is. So I've heard. I haven't really played.
That's
much
dice.
of it.
So you've heard? You've heard the sound design.
Do you ever play Battlefield 1 with a headset?
Yeah.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
High praise.
Oh, highest praise.
Battlefield, they do have large game modes with like 64 people in it, so they're not far off.
Yeah.
Battle Royale territory in the first place. So maybe they will. It might be that mightn't cost them that much to actually do it, so they might just do it for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
But
or if they wanted to,
do you think they'll release something like that at EA? Is that your prediction?
No.
This is sinkers. This is sinkers time to speak, Chris.
They could, but I don't think they will.
Oh well.
They could. They could do what what GTA did.
There, sinker.
They could do what GTA did, because remember GTA had a battle royale mode though, and it was only a limited time thing.
Oh, did they? I didn't even know this.
It was like for like a week they had like a battle royale in GTA Online, but like they could do something like that if that's the kind of way they want to go about it, and just be like, look, like
their own twist on battle royale.
We're gonna do our own twist. We'll have it up for like a few weeks, and then we'll take it away. If they want to do that kind of like limited time game mode type thing,
do you think they will have something? Do you think it'll be at E3 though if they do it? E3 predictions.
No.
Okay.
No.
There you go. It's such a conclusive answer. It's like, maybe they will. They probably definitely will, unless they don't.
Do we know your opinion on the matter? You're gonna say no.
I'm gonna say they're gonna stray away from battle royale. I don't think. Look, a lot of games it's not a lot of games that suit. I don't think Call of Duty is gonna suit battle royale. I think Call of Duty is one of the best shooters, like mechanic wise, that we've ever seen. It brought the mechanics of. No, is that the right phrase? The Call of Duty gunplay mechanics. Is that what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I think we all know what you're on about.
It didn't sound right in my head.
Everyone
the best
copied
we've ever seen.
Everyone copied that system.
They've never had regenerating or health bar. They've never had like numbers popping out. They've never had
new
all
shit.
now they're going to throw in a battle royale. I don't know if it's gonna work. I think it's gonna sell.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's gonna work. So
but but Call of Duty's battle royale look is different though, which is what I kind of like about it.
Is it though, or is that just what they're saying it's gonna be?
Yeah.
Well,
we haven't seen it yet.
Going off what they're saying, it's
Battlefield
different.
1 does have a health bar.
Yeah, Battlefield does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe
that would suit them more. I honestly think I don't rate DICE like that much. I'm gonna say they're gonna jump on that.
I don't think so. I think they'll have something. I think they're bigger than that.
Yeah, maybe it's time, but I think they'll say something about it at E3. That's my prediction.
Okay. Go ahead, D, with the next one.
Yeah. We haven't heard anything about a new Star Wars game from EA.
I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon.
You don't?
Not after
they spent so much money getting that. Like
I know, but like with the amount of flack they've gotten, I feel like they've dug their hole. Like I don't see anywhere
they dug their bed. Now they have to sleep in it.
And I don't see anywhere they're gonna get out of it. Like at this point, like to me, I don't particularly harbor that much that. I don't harbor a grudge. Like I went on a rant like about this like 8 months ago. How I think they're fucking. How I think that people are fucking ridiculous. That's
right. You did do that rant, didn't you?
I did.
I enjoyed that rant.
I was in that chair when I had that rant.
I was there. I remember it so well.
But like
vividly.
God, that'd be so
I just don't think it's gonna happen. I especially there won't be another Battlefront anytime soon. And there was supposed to be that RPG.
I think. Listen. I think EA need to have a surprise. I think it's probably going to be a Star Wars game. I don't know what. It's just going to be Star Wars, the game.
The one that
Harry Potter.
Can they do Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Yeah, did Harry Potter.
That new Harry Potter game, the one on your phone, absolute ass.
Did they have a game on your phone?
Yeah.
What? Like, oh, fuck's sakes, Chris.
But there's another one coming. Harry Potter Go.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
You can catch all your favorite Harry Potter characters. Look, there's Dumbledore.
I think it's supposed to be. You know the little.
He's a wizard. He got away.
What do they do? Operate? Where do they travel? He got away. Fuck it.
Operature.
Fuck it. We're moving on.
Just ran away.
Dumbledore ran away. Just Dumbledore. He's a fucking wizard. Just as kind of like,
you're a fucking wizard
running up the hall. Oh,
right
Jesus.
here,
pretty cool actually.
Fuck yeah, right? Yeah, they've got nothing else to bring to the table.
There's our intro.
Unless they do bring out that new Star Wars game they were hinting at like 3 years ago. If they bring that out and really drop it as if like here's the Star Wars story-driven game,
they could drop another like fucking racer simulator or some shit like that.
They have the DLC for Battlefront.
They have a Need for Speed game, I'd say. Okay, so we kind of already talked about the COD Black Ops 4 Battle Royale gameplay mode. I imagine we're going to see it. That's going to be that's going to be their thing at E3.
Of course, yeah. They had their press conference not too long ago, didn't they? Their big kind of release.
Are they going to be at E3? They're going to be at E3 in some capacity.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to see Destiny 2, whatever.
It's Activision, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Activision. So they'll be there. But like not really much hype about what they're at these days at all.
No.
Spyro remaster is coming from them, so hopefully it'll be there.
We are going to see that. I seen that. Yeah. That's something we are going to see.
Oh, so we definitely are going to see. Okay,
we're going to see trailer. No, we're going to see gameplay of it. Sorry.
Do we have a release date for it? Yeah.
7th of September.
Oh fuck! Right then, it'll definitely be there. Yeah. Probably gameplay as well. Yeah. Okay, so let's jump on another minor one.
Are you excited for Spyro?
I never really played. I was a Crash Bandicoot kid. I played Spyro, but I would never like. I always preferred Crash over Spyro. Like. Sarah's probably gonna pick it up, and if she does, I'll play it. But like, there's other games coming.
Give me it, Sarah.
there's other games coming out at that time that I'm more excited for.
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yes, exactly.
Spider-Man. I'm pretty excited for it though.
I'm excited. Yeah,
probably more.
Did you see the short gameplay that was put up of it already?
I didn't see
Spyro running in the world.
No, I just seen the trailer. But yeah, hopefully I'll be moderately excited to see that at E3. But considering it's coming out so soon, probably more expected. Ubisoft, depending on your persuasion.
Yes. So Ubisoft unveils a very 300-ish clip. Sorry, of okay. So first of all, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sequel to Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Can we bring it back a bit here first of all? Because Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Well, a new Assassin's Creed game was one of the games that was leaked by, remember a while ago? Walmart, the Canadian Walmart put up all these games that were coming to pre-order, and people were like, what the fuck, E3 is not even out, so how do we know that these games are coming? That was one of them. They also had alongside that Gears of War 5, they had Rage 2, which again,
is also
another
announced.
one that's been announced. They had a couple of other ones. So
they also had Forza Horizon 5. there hasn't been a Forza Horizon 4 yet.
No, but maybe they'll jump into 5 and be like, oh yeah, the DLC for 4 is going to be 4.
It was so good, we had to skip 4 and went straight to 5.
Imagine they did do something.
No,
like
I'd
that.
literally punch them all in the face.
But anyway,
so I think there will be a Forza
from
Horizon
what we've
4
seen
probably.
of this Assassin's Creed Odyssey, ancient Greece looks to be our setting.
Excellent.
Yes, very good.
You all were saying about Norse mythology, how God of War went there. I'm excited because I never played the original God of War. I'm excited to see some fucking Greek culture. But
yeah. They unveiled a very 300-ish type clip. Obviously,
Battle of
stating that
Thermopylae.
The 300 battle essentially.
Yeah.
In the
I think that's still going to be like heavily focused around that.
Yeah.
Conflict.
I mean, do you play Odyssey or do you?
Mario Odyssey.
I played Origins.
Yes.
I haven't beat it, but I've played quite a bit of it.
Such a good game in that series, like because in the Assassin's Creed series, because Assassin's Creed just went like at the start up and then nosedived.
Yeah.
Origins just took it all back.
Yeah.
The like the combat in that game and the setting alone, Egypt was phenomenal.
But
if they do that with Greece, with ancient Greece.
But I'm worried for the sheer fact that Origins was so good because they took 2 years to make it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now
that's the thing. Surely they've had another team working in this.
But they had that. They had that for the other games as well, and
none of them were that. Like Brotherhood was okay, but it wasn't as good as 2.
Yeah,
Revelations wasn't as good as 2.
Just
Black Flag was good, but then the other ones weren't. Like
I don't know. I think maybe they might have just found something that works now. I think
But this is kind of their falling back on the old habits. They found something that worked with 2, so they just remade 2 with Revelations and Brotherhood.
Yeah, building on that, I think, like you say, they've now found something. So obviously they drained the initial Assassin's Creed kind of mechanics gameplay formula, and now they have they had Origins, and they're like, fuck, Origins works. Let's take Origins and give it a new skin, and that's what they're going to do with this.
And that's what worries me.
And then
in
next E3 we'll be going, oh yeah, there's fucking Celtic Assassin's Creed, fucking Scotland.
Now we're talking.
Do you know what I mean? And it's the same thing, but with the Celtic. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I do.
They're just reskinning
it, new environment. Listen,
I'm still excited.
We're saying it's going to be at E3. I think. I think that leak from Walmart more or less confirms it. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be out.
Once again, well done, 2018.
You know what I mean? It mightn't be out in 2018.
No.
Maybe 2020. It just might be an announcement and a teaser trailer and something like that. We don't know for sure what it's going to be. Other stuff Ubisoft have in the works, possibly, is a Splinter Cell reboot.
Oh.
We seen Sam Fisher for the first time in years in Wildlands.
Wildlands, yeah.
You know, did you hear about this?
Oh yeah.
In like a short mission. So they obviously had Michael Ironside, the like long time voice actor of Sam Fisher there. If they had him there to do that, I mean, there's not, they may well have brought him back for a full game, or maybe bringing him back for a full game.
I'd like to see another Splinter Cell game.
Splinter Cell
fucking battle royale at this rate.
Fuck that, man. No way. But yeah, I would be super fucking excited to see Splinter Cell rebooted in some capacity. Like they did that with Blacklist. You remember Blacklist?
Yeah.
Didn't care for that game, even though it was probably the best Splinter Cell game in a while.
Blacklist wasn't one I played half of Blacklist.
It was too actiony for me. It was too
the one before that I quite liked.
Conviction.
Yes.
It was okay.
I like Conviction.
I love Double Agent and I really enjoyed Conviction, but not as much.
Yeah.
Blacklist didn't do it for me.
He was badass in Conviction though.
He was.
Yeah.
Division 2.
I really like the Division 1.
A lot of people like the Division.
I really like. My issue with the Division 1 is I felt once I beat it, that was kind of it. With Destiny, when I beat it, because it's obviously going to compare the two.
Yeah.
With Destiny, when I beat it, I felt like, okay, there's still like a ton of stuff for me to do. Like I can do this, and that. With the Division, I beat it, and I was kind of like,
didn't they fuck around with the like?
That's it.
The balancing as well in this a lot. Like they changed how much it took to kill.
They did, yeah, and
damage.
My issue with it was I played a bit of the DLC. The DLC just wasn't fun. Like for PvP,
was the DLC like you pay for the DLC, or was it kind of like games as a service? They just drop new content every so often.
There was a bit of both.
Okay.
But you did have like the season pass stuff, which was like full game modes and stuff like that, which didn't do it for me.
I think they should just do like what like Sea of Thieves or whatever is doing. Just have like you pay for the game and then they just drop content every couple of months.
But I have nothing to do on it for release.
Yeah, maybe they make a game before they do that. But yeah, that kind of approach I think would be good. And then you like pay for like what do you call it, cosmetic shit.
Well, that's it. Like, for the amount I played at the Division, I think my playtime was about 24 hours before I was done for like that. I'm fine with that for like what it was and how long it was. Like I was fine with it. I was a bit disappointed that there was no kind of like, dungeons and stuff to do at the end. And once you got like end game weapons and stuff, there was really not a whole lot to do with it. But that's a game that could really do with a Battle Royale mode.
Division 2?
Yeah.
No, man. We can't keep sticking Battle Royale at the end of anything.
But the Division would...
Gears of War Battle Royale.
But the Division would definitely... Because the Division's nothing but looting.
Well, I don't know what the Division is. Like, I can't really speak, to be honest with you. But
yeah.
I'm already getting Battle Royale fatigue.
Yeah.
And there hasn't even been that many games with it yet. They're just all planning on it. You know what I mean?
But I don't mind if it's good.
Well, yeah, okay.
It's the bad ones that get me.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably that period where we're gonna get the cream of the crop. Where like everyone's gonna try their version of Battle Royale. The shit ones are gonna fall to the wayside. The good ones are gonna rise to the top.
Like, Fortnite are still killing it though. Like,
they are, but they're the only ones doing it right. So
it keeps working. Like
they've got no competition.
And then you've got like because that's it. Because you originally had like H1Z1 started that whole Battle Royale, and no one gives a shit anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Now it's kind of like if you want
regrowing a bit.
Now it's coming because it's free on PS4. But like if it wasn't free and it wasn't on PS4, no one would give a shit.
Yeah.
People are only playing it because PUBG's not on PS4.
But like. Yeah,
it's an Xbox,
they're only playing it because it's free and it's on PS4, which is exactly why people are probably playing Fortnite over PUBG, which you have to pay for, and it's not on PS4.
People do genuinely.
Had PUBG been free, I'd say it would probably be doing as well as Fortnite.
It could be. Like I definitely prefer PUBG over Fortnite. But I know people who are like, you're crazy, like Fortnite's incredible.
I think I would prefer DayZ, whatever, over Fortnite as well. I don't like the building mechanic in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Everyone sort of says that, but
there's shopping trolleys in it now.
There is.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's
and dancing.
And dancing, yeah. Speaking of that, I'll just run off of that.
Cool.
Fortnite may be coming to Switch.
Yeah. Almost definitely going to be coming to Switch.
It was a Korean ratings board.
Oh, yeah.
They posted, and normally those kind of listing boards are very accurate in their predictions or whatever, and they have said that there will more than likely be a Switch board for Fortnite.
I think they've already spotted like some server somewhere. They've already spotted an update file for Fortnite
they haven't
on the
confirmed.
Switch.
Now they haven't. It may be for the Fortnite Save the World, or it may be for the Battle Royale.
It'll be Battle Royale.
I can't see why they wouldn't do the Battle Royale on Switch.
I mean, if there's already an update
for the whole 4 people that play Save the World,
yeah,
you have to pay for it. Like, what's the fucking anyway?
Isn't that free now?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Fortnite coming to Switch is probably, in my opinion, going to be the cherry on top of the Nintendo conference. I think that's where they're going to drop that.
I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the cherry on top. I mean,
Epic aren't going to have that.
You know what would be good?
Are we going into?
Yeah, I think we'll jump into Nintendo's conference.
Right.
What they got lined up.
Yeah,
I would like to see new Metroid.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4 is one of the things that are heavily suspected to pop up.
Metroid Prime 4, the Super Nintendo 64 Mini. No, Nintendo 64
the Super Nintendo 64 Mini.
I went jumping in with Super Nintendo. I was like, it's a 64. We already have the SNES. I have 2 of them.
Yeah.
Nintendo 64 Mini.
Yeah, it'll be there.
Showcased.
I think so.
Do we think it's going to be that soon?
Oh yeah.
Why not?
It'll release
if they have the hardware to do it.
It'll release September time, and we will have Mario 64 back on our screens. But I would like to see it come to Switch.
I'd prefer to play
That's
it.
a different story.
Can you play Mario 64 on the Switch?
No, not yet.
I prefer to play it there. I prefer
I
them
would
to make
love
it
to play it on
available
Switch.
there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They did a remaster of that bad boy on Switch. That would be one of the best selling games ever.
Probably.
What I'd like is that they released a Metroid collection on the Wii. And I would love if they ported that to the Switch. Because I didn't play it on the Wii because of the fuck motion control.
Yeah.
So if they brought that to like the Switch where I could play over a proper controller,
yeah.
Take my money.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand why they have such a good back catalog. Why are there not more like classic Nintendo games on the Switch?
And you know what annoys me, right? They're remaking Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
On the fucking 3DS.
I know. I've seen that. I was like, surely that has to port to.
Why don't all your 3DS games play on the Switch?
Don't know.
Why is that not possible?
But like,
surely that's possible.
I know.
Why the fuck would you not remake Luigi's Mansion on the Switch?
Keep the attention for their handheld so high, because obviously Switch is dominating.
Switch
I don't
is a
think many
handheld.
people. I know, but not many people are buying like the original handheld.
Yeah, the DS.
But how many Switches would they sell if they put Luigi's Mansion on it?
4.
They don't need
1,500.
They don't need to
1,000.
sell the DS. Every fucking person. My mom has a DS.
Yeah.
They don't need to sell more DSs. It like
They need to
put
sell more
Luigi's
3DSs.
Mansion on the Switch.
Yeah, Luigi. Super Mario Sunshine as well. bring
like
bad way.
all of these GameCube games.
Boys, if we're going to talk about classic Nintendo games that should come to Switch, Switch will be fucking talking all night because like there's so many games they could just bring and it would just fucking sell so many Switches.
I think though what they could do is they're probably just. I mean, let's face it. From Switch has come out, it has just went constant strength. It seems that everything is porting for Switch, and they're doing so well at getting games on their back. So maybe all they have to do is just wait until like the Switch people think it's dead, it's a dead thing. Next thing, bang, here's 64 and Switch, we're back. Here's fucking Star Fox we know is coming.
Well, no, to be fair, like we're hitting that point now with the Switch. I mean, what's the last big Switch
Mario
release?
Tennis came out the other day.
Mario Tennis dropped the other day,
yeah. No, Mario Tennis is massive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
And let's not forget what's coming this year, Smash.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
It's going to be one of the biggest games.
I think from Odyssey until Smash, that's going to be about a year, right? Well, assuming Smash comes out at the end of this year. That was like a year where they like a big game.
Well, what was the big game? I mean, there's big games.
But yeah, I know Mario Tennis
blockbuster
big, like,
games.
Yeah, but like why in that time are they not like releasing all the classics? Like just like what do you call that there? Drip feeding them in every couple of weeks. It's kind of what
we've had this conversation many times about.
It's like what Microsoft do with backwards compatibility. Every so often they say this game's now available. Like, why not just do that? So every week you have like, fuck, I could play that game again.
But Nintendo just seemed to confuse me. Nintendo seemed that they never want to make easy money.
Yeah, something like
Nintendo were just like Nintendo have thousands of people screaming and be like, I will give you money. Just listen to my instructions. I will give you unlimited money. And they're just like, yeah, but the 3DS. And you're like.
I think they don't grasp the concept of a slam dunk.
No,
they seriously. When they see a slam dunk, they're like,
I'm sorry,
how I'd go about that. Excuse me.
Tell me anyone who owns a Switch, if they were to come out and be like, we are bundling Luigi's Mansion 1 and 2 on Switch.
Oh Jesus!
Tell me anyone that wouldn't drop 60 quid on that.
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't.
Do you have a Switch?
No.
Point proven.
What?
But like that.
But if you could get a Luigi's Mansion special Switch.
Still wouldn't.
Yes.
Yeah, you probably would.
I'd buy 5.
Also, coming to Switch, Pokemon.
Right, so...
I'd rather play it on my iPhone, actually.
It's not Pokemon Go, but it's not the main Pokemon.
It's like a...
It's Pokemon Go.
What I gathered from it, it's a mixture of Pokemon Yellow from the olden days.
It's Pokemon Yellow for people who can't be fucked going outside.
There we go.
Is literally what it is.
The original Pokemon Yellow was for people who couldn't be fucked going outside.
It's for people who couldn't go outside because it was never. I mean, you could take your Game Boy outside, but
you couldn't
see shit.
Well, no, you could. That's whenever you needed to tilt it towards the light, wasn't that? You needed to tilt those bad boys towards light.
No, you tilt it away from light because the glare.
That's why you'd buy the little contraption to cover the screen.
I never bought that.
I just played mine indoors like a normal boy.
You know what would be fun? F-Zero.
F-Zero.
Where the fuck's F-Zero been for like 12 years?
It's on Mario Kart.
But I have heard fucking rumors about like that getting a reboot.
Because like we played F-Zero on the SNES and I loved it.
Some crack we had.
Like I would love for them to bring an F-Zero out.
Yeah. Possibly, but that's I think what I said was Fortnite Switch Edition is going to be the cherry on top of the Nintendo convention, right? I think it's going to be at the end. They're going to be like, oh, and also we're bringing Fortnite to Switch.
Fallout
to show off for it. Possibly Fallout 3 to Switch.
The thing
a
with
remaster
Nintendo.
Edition.
This is we had this. Did
Coming
you
to
listen to our
consoles.
podcast?
Yes.
About Fallout.
Yes.
What do you think of the kind of conspiracy that we've unraveled?
Which one was that?
Right.
Fallout coming to Switch.
I'm not going to dwell on it too much because we've already had the Fallout talk. But Fallout obviously are releasing this apparent online only experience. Right?
Yes.
Now, if they go releasing that game online only, immediately they're doing what Bethesda don't normally do, which is stray away from single player story driven games, right?
Okay.
So they're going to jump out there. They're immediately going to cut an awful lot of their fan base to just an online only kind of community, right? Then they're going to release that as they do Bethesda fashion with Fallout games, October, November time, holiday time. If they do that, they're going to go toe to toe with some of the biggest games we've seen. We've got Red Dead 2, we've got Spider-Man, and then we've got a whole bunch of other ones, right? And with whatever Microsoft bring us, right? So if they do that alone, I think they're going to lose out. So what if they at E3 they come out and they'd be like, yes, we have this online only game, but with it we're also bundling a remaster of Fallout 3 for your consoles.
I think in one way or another there will be a Fallout 3 remaster announced at E3.
You think so?
Yeah. Whether it's alongside the game like what the Infinity Infinite Warfare did
Oh, but
with the Modern Warfare remaster, or if it's just a Fallout 3 remaster.
I just don't think Bethesda would be that dickish.
I think
To
Bethesda
hide Fallout 3 behind a fucking window of like obviously Activision are dickheads. Like
well,
you knew they were.
They kind of hid that they were releasing Fallout. I know it's a release, but like
I
Fallout
think-
4 E3, they literally just goes, yeah, here's Fallout 4. By the way, it's releasing now in a couple of months.
No, I think that's what the Bethesda conference, which we can talk about a bit more in a bit.
But that's us going off the assumption that it is an online only.
Yeah,
Bethesda haven't clearly announced that, but I can see it. I hope I've already talked to Dia about this. I hope it's not. But if it is,
no.
Do you guys want to jump into the Bethesda stuff?
I'm not familiar because I've never played State of Decay. You can play it single player, can't you?
Yeah.
But can you go online with it?
What do you mean? Yeah, of course.
Right. So
you send out a flare.
So if Fallout did that,
okay,
you can still play it single player.
A single player game,
so it's like Minecraft.
A single player game with multiplayer. What do you call it? There, compatibility or something.
Like, and that to me, that would be fine. If you want to have like online only, I don't. No, it could work. And we were saying
the thing. I kind of wish that they go one way or the other, because you know rightly if they go to try to do both, one area is going to lag, or one area is going to lack, if you like.
I think
both are going to be subpar. Whereas just put all your efforts into one and then give me a.
I think if they're going to do like what New Vegas was, which is just like the same engine, same sort of mechanics. We're just putting in like a new environment, like a new area, new skin. They kind of have that down. So they can focus most of their attention on, okay, let's make the networking work. Let's make it so you can play with people and it's not fucking a shit show.
Yeah.
And let's like work out how that's going to work. I think they could pull it off. But I think they definitely need to make it offline, like available or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be strictly online, or else they're going to alienate like their core fans.
Yeah, no, because the thing about Fallout is, like you said, with it, the storytelling and the environment. If Sea of Thieves has taught me anything, if you make a game like that online only, you are going to encounter every sort of fucking dick.
Yeah.
Like, I've been times like you. So you've played the Sea of Thieves. You know you spawn in a tavern.
Yeah.
I've had times where I've spawned on the first island and I've gotten shot.
Yeah. Like for every decent person you meet about 10 dicks.
So like that's what I'm saying. So like surely
it depends though what Fallout go to do with this, because if their emphasis is on what a lot of people think it is, on like building and not community building, but like
like survival, like
hub building.
Yeah.
Which is why I think the State of Decay approach would be fine.
That's not going to work too well offline though.
No. I mean, it could have them like
NPCs. You could maybe you could emulate it. It would be better if you had like other people, like other factions made of.
But they could do that. I have all the faith in the Bethesda that they could make it work. If you're talking like you give me like if I go single player, it's a bite-sized Fallout experience. And then if I go online, you can go anywhere. You can talk to anyone.
I think if they try to do both, though, I think quests and shit are just going to be so lackluster, because not even lackluster, but you can just tell that they're going to be lacking because they're going to put all their emphasis, like which they should, into the online, into the, as Dee says, the networking, the community, making sure it works, making sure it's solid. So in that case, just give me a Fallout 3 remaster.
I honestly think it's both going to be there.
I hope it's.
I think it's going to go like this. Here's Fallout 76. This is what it is. They'll explain what it is and whether the online stuff is true or not, and they'll give us a good fucking glimpse of it. When do you think it's going to come out?
Now, did you hear the rumors?
No.
About July?
July of next year or this year?
This year, Amazon released a couple of days ago their pre-order list, and Fallout was on it for the 31st of July.
Fallout 76?
Fallout 76.
Or a possible
Fallout 76.
Fallout 3 remaster.
It was quickly taken down a couple of hours later, and it was just replaced with TBA to be announced.
Yeah.
So
Well, listen, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So maybe they could do what they did with Fallout 4. It's going to drop really soon, in a couple of months. They could drop it the very next month.
They could drop it the next month, and then in September, October time, here's Fallout 3 remastered.
They could do that, and let's be real, like.
Or they could do it. They could switch it, and they could do Fallout 76. Blah 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 blah. It's going to come out this fall.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And then this is. I honestly, God, I could just envision.
I can
envision this moment.
The crowd go mad, and then it quietens down, and the guy on stage is like,
"One more thing." Fallout 3 remaster out next month.
Or
you guys can pre-order on Amazon right now.
Or even better, they can sit there and be like, Fallout 76 out next month. One more thing, Elder Scrolls 6.
That is my prediction. Is I think it's not going to be like a one more thing. I think Elder Scrolls 6, they're going to be like, we're making it. This is what it is, and they're going to say this is the name maybe like a 30-second teaser. That is my prediction.
No
think
more
I'm
than
right.
30 seconds.
But could you imagine they actually dropped the bomb with Elder Scrolls?
Man, I literally think the internet would explode.
Yeah.
Like
so
don't
much
get me wrong, I'm not one
anticipation.
of the people that have played Skyrim for like 900 hours. In fact, I've not even come close to that. But even me, who hasn't played that much Skyrim, would freak the fuck out.
But you get caught up.
I didn't play Skyrim at all, and I'm excited for this. Like,
just the fact of like it's been so long.
Yeah, exactly.
Since
you just want to
been...
see what they're going to do with it. Like, yeah, it's the curiosity.
Elder Scrolls 6, I think Valenwood.
Is it Elder Scrolls?
It's 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is 6. Yeah.
Valenwood, apparently.
Valenwood
is a suspected name, but like I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to like, it's happening. We're making it. It's called this. This is what it looks like. That's it for E3 this year.
I would say the next Elder Scrolls. It would be funny. It'd be great if it was this year. I don't think it'll be announced till next year.
I think it'll be announced. Yeah,
because I think it'll be this year is going to be Fallout.
All Fallout. Like
I think because you're going to have Fallout 76. Because they always have to realize that like no one's going to fucking touch Fallout. If they put Elder Scrolls out,
big one too. Then for this,
but it won't be out this year. I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is the game we're making. It's coming, but like there won't be any more word until next E3.
We'll get this game, and it'll be the last Elder Scrolls that we get big on this generation of console.
Only Elder Scrolls we get big.
Then we're going to get oh yeah. Well, we had the
the remaster. Yeah.
But when the next generation comes out, it'll be here's that game.
Remastered.
But do Bethesda do that anymore? Where they're like, hey, we're going to release a game when we have like 3 years though.
No.
Like normally when they're like, this shit's coming out in 6 months.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would think if it's going to be Elder Scrolls,
it'll be coming soon.
I think it'll be next year.
Okay.
They're gonna. I think this year is gonna be. They're gonna do Fallout 76.
Could be November.
Depending what kind of game of it is, I think it like Fallout 3 remastered.
Skyrim was November.
I tell you what, hey, I think they're not doing that. I think they're going to release. They're going to announce some details about it, the name, for example, and then they're going to have more on it next year. And they're not going to do the whole like, oh, it's coming out in a couple of months like they did with Fallout 4. I think
Bethesda, Microsoft, and Sony are the three that I'm living for.
Yeah,
Microsoft purely for the fact that
I got some interesting.
I just want to know what they're
going
to do.
Actually,
you know, jump into Microsoft then.
I think so. The only other thing I wanted to say about Bethesda is Starfield, which we still don't know anything about.
No.
And I am extremely like I hope to fuck there's something about it.
Yeah.
It just seems like the one thing that like no one has touched.
So hush.
I want to see more Rage. I like the first one.
I could get.
It was alright.
Yeah, I could take it or leave it.
All right, let's just jump into Microsoft then. So we're saving Sony for last, which is probably a good strategy.
Obviously.
Sony and other.
Sony and other. I think we covered the others.
The Wii.
Oh, okay, fair enough. You got other, right?
Well, I guess I can include my stuff in Sony. Don't worry.
No, I'm only messing here. We'll talk a bit about what Microsoft have, or we don't really know what they have.
Well, like you mentioned earlier, there is a supposed Gears of War 5.
Yeah,
like
Gears of War 5. We have
Forza Horizon 5, obviously.
Yeah, Forza Horizon 5. There will be. That's a dead cert. There'll be a Forza presence.
Crackdown 3 at long last.
Yeah.
Listen, I have heard an interesting rumor about Crackdown 3, or not even rumor, but just wild, rampant speculation.
I love wild.
Because it's been so long since it was announced, and there's been so much fucking toing and froing about whether this game's going to be made at all. I think they're going to do a Fallout type thing where they're going to be like, it's coming out soon. If they talk about it this year at all, which they mightn't, if they're ditching the game, which they may well be doing, it won't be at E3. But
I think they did release something recently
soon.
that said it's still happening.
Yeah, I think they're going to talk about it. I think they're going to say it's coming soon. I'm maybe talking early next year, right? I have heard, and I think it would make a lot of fucking sense, that they will do a battle royale with Crackdown 3. Because do you remember the Crackdown 3 like MO was like massive online world, everything's destructible.
Yeah.
I think that's one place where fucking battle royale makes sense.
Yeah.
And because the game isn't
a giant city where you can go into every building and every single building,
and you can take that building down.
You can take it down. Yeah.
I think because that game's not going to work. Like, there's been too much speculation. There's been too much dithering over it. Like, it's not going to work as a standard Crackdown game, which wasn't even that fucking madly popular anyway. Like,
no,
I enjoyed it. They were
the
good.
first one was good, but I heard nothing but shit about the second one.
Because it was just the same
which is why
game.
it kind of confuses me. Why everyone's like, "Oh fuck yeah, Crackdown's like."
Just because it has its core audience.
Yeah, they want to return to that first game. I think it'll be there and all, but like, there's no way this game's going to like have massive success based on like its original game.
No.
That's why I think they're going to do something different with it. I think Battle Royale. I think it's definitely going to be Game Pass, as they're going to do all their exclusives on Game Pass. So like they'll get numbers to play it. It'll be heavily multiplayer, and I think it'll be Battle Royale. That is my prediction. Crackdown 3 on Microsoft, a Battle Royale mode. or something to that effect.
That's
something.
a nice prediction.
Do we think there'll be a Halo?
Yeah, Halo 6. I mean,
my guess is it's going to be Halo or Gears.
I think it's going to be both.
Ooh.
They could do both.
I have an interesting theory as well.
How long has it been since Halo 5?
3 years.
How long has it been since Gears?
2
2 years.
I think Gears will get an announcement. I think this is what's going to happen with Halo 6. I genuinely believe this because Phil Spencer made comments about this not so long ago. He said how he liked the way Fallout 4 was done, like with an announcement and a fairly like soon release.
Drop, yeah.
And I think loads of people like that. Like, you think Spider-Man and like a game I'm going to reference later on, like they announce these things like fucking 4 years in advance.
But it does get the hype going, like. But sometimes it's just too much.
Yeah, but then sometimes the hype dies down.
Yeah.
Like with this game I'm going to mention in a little bit, where like you can't, they mention it and you're kind of like, right.
Well, I think with Halo, because it's been kind of like lost. Like a lot of it's like love in the community. With Halo 5 being like no multiplayer or split screen multiplayer.
Halo Battle Royale.
No, I think there's going to be. I think it's going to be Halo 6.
Every prediction is now with Battle
Royale.
But that's why I keep saying about Battle Royale. Battle Royale is just a game that could near enough work in every game.
Possibly.
I mean, you can put it into every game. Now, whether or not it's good.
It's going to work, yeah.
But
it's a different story.
But like, if you think about most FPSs...
Gears.
No.
Okay, Gears is probably the one exception, right? But like, if they really wanted to, they could put a Battle Royale.
They could put it in, sure. But like, it just wouldn't make sense.
Here, no, I don't think there's going to be Battle Royale on Halo. I think they're going to go back to Halo 3 multiplayer. They're going to make that a big focus. This is what we're trying to do. And they're going to say, Halo 6, this is what it's about. It's coming out 2 months, 3 months.
So fucking, if they do a campaign, fucking fix that shit that you can finally go back to co-op on it.
Yeah, local co-op. Yeah, they've already said that's happening.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, Phil Spencer said something about wanting to release games shortly after their announcement. I think that's Halo's going to be the game where they try this. It's going to be Halo 6. It's been 3 years since the last one. Halo 5 was 3 years after Halo 4. Makes sense. A development cycle has happened. There's been nothing about Halo 6. Hasn't even been confirmed that it's been made yet, but we all know.
Hasn't been mentioned, nothing.
I think it's going to be Halo 6 out this year. And that's going to be their like run up to Christmas kind of thing.
I'll tell you what else.
That'll be the mic drop.
Maybe. I have another notion about that.
Borderlands games.
Right, that is on my list.
Oh no. I got another thing about Microsoft I want to say.
Yeah, well, I mean, this could be coming for Xbox as well.
Well, multi-platform it will be.
But I just quickly.
All right, sure, yeah.
Fable 4. Almost, I think that's going to be the mic drop.
Did the studio not get shut down?
Who? Yeah, Lionhead are long gone. But Playground Games, which made for Forza Horizon, have been like recently like fully acquired by Microsoft.
Yeah.
And they have been rumored to be making a Fable reboot. Which I think it might be a reboot, but I think it's more than likely going to be Fable 4.
Is Peter Molyneux involved?
No,
I hope so.
He's long gone.
You can literally be the planet.
That's what I think. That's what I think their
Fable 4 Battle Royale.
mic drop moment will
God, right? Okay, you know what? Now that you've said that, I'm taking back my statement that near enough every game can be a battle royale. Yeah. Imagine Forza battle royale.
Awesome.
I'd fucking play.
I would like a car game to be battle royale.
Battle royale. You drive into
fucking Burnout. Remember the Burnout games? You just fucking wreck shit.
Yeah. Destruction Derby.
Battle royale.
Destruction Derby on the N64.
Oh yeah.
Here you go.
Okay, Borderlands. We know it's eventually coming. Gearbox did deny that it will be at E3. Said it will not be there. But publisher 2K
Games.
They recently delayed an unannounced game, and that same Korean listings.
Oh yeah.
Site or whatever, has put up Borderlands Game of the Year edition will be released for PC, Xbox, and PS4.
Game of the Year.
Game of the Year for a fucking like 10-year-old game.
Unless it's like Game of the Year, like it's the new Borderlands Game of the Year.
I don't know.
Like Deluxe Edition, or whatever the fuck they call it these days.
But that's what they've put up, and while not official, obviously reading boards, leaks are often very accurate.
Yeah. Occasionally they have been known to be accurate.
I feel like they need to
no
hurry
claptrap
up.
though.
I feel like they need to hurry up with Borderlands. Borderlands 3 seems to be an inevitability that they do not want to talk about. Now,
granted, right, Gearbox may release something else and it may be so similar, but they may not call it Borderlands.
Didn't Gearbox do, what do you call that, like, a hero shooter? Battleborn?
Oh, God, yes.
Battleborn 2, calling it.
Battleborn 2. Battle Royale.
Oh, yeah, Battle Royale, yeah.
Christ, that game was awful.
This time with more battles.
I I feel like it needs to be at E3. Like, I feel like it's been so long since the pre-sequel came out that they need to like actually do it. Because at this point, we all like everyone seems to be on the same frame of mind of it's happening. Yeah. We know it's happening. They just won't tell us it's happening.
The Gearbox have denied it, and 2K obviously
they're probably denying it to build that type of anticipation.
Or they're denying it because genuinely it's not there.
It's not happening.
Like Gearbox need to do something.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they're obviously working on something. Like
Battleborn. Like at this point, like the only good game they're releasing or publishing is We Happy Few.
Duke Nukem Battle Royale.
So like, they need to do something, and this goes.
It will be Borderlands, won't it? You don't think it will be Borderlands?
I'd love to see it, but I don't think it'll be called. It may not be called Borderlands 3. It may just be another game. And
Border Worlds,
like
4.
And it's just like, oh, I can see that this is pretty much Borderlands, but it's not Borderlands.
Maybe they'll do Borderlands without the like cell shading style or something. Yeah, maybe it's on the Midlands. The Midlands.
Oh yeah.
The Midlands.
Outskirts.
They all have Yorkshire accents. The Midlands.
As compared to the pre-sequel where everyone had an Australian accent.
I know, yeah.
I've never played those games. I've only played Borderlands.
Handsome Jack, I played it.
Borderlands 2 was absolutely incredible. Yeah, Borderlands 2 is one of the most fun co-op games I've ever played. Pre-sequel was okay. Borderlands 1 was good for the time, but I went back to try and replay it, and boy, compared to 2, it is not good.
2 is brilliant.
2 is incredible. Yeah. But they need to just hurry up and announce Borderlands 3. Yeah. At least tell us it's happening.
They do what they want, Tinker, alright?
No, they need to fucking tell me it's coming.
Borderlands Battle Royale.
Borderlands. Fuck.
Right. Sony.
Battlelands. No.
Battlelands.
Battletoads.
No,
Been done.
Damn.
While you're ahead, stop.
Battleborn.
Sony.
Here we go.
They've already confirmed the 4 main games they're going to talk about.
Yep.
So, Death Stranding.
Yes.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yep.
Spider-Man, is it?
Spider-Man.
And The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
Deuce. Those are the 4 confirmed games we're going to talk about.
Death Stranding, like that's like what, 10 years now?
I don't know. Like, how long is it actually? You'd know.
Well, since just after Metal Gear Solid 5, so that would have been about
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
I think I heard about that when I was in P7.
Yeah.
No, because I did the podcast where I made it my game of the year. So that would only been about 3 years ago.
No, yeah, but it was there before Metal Gear Solid 5, wasn't it?
Because Kojima would have been working on it.
Yeah, no, but he was sacked off of Metal Gear Solid 5.
But not too long before it came out.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, it would have been like, you're talking like a few months or so.
Probably only 2 years or so then.
Either way, I mean, are you excited for this?
I have no idea what it is.
I know, yeah.
But it's Kojima. I'm going to play it, but I'm still watching the trailers. I'm like,
that's the thing.
Still don't know what it is.
The name is behind it. It's there, but nobody has a fucking clue what it is.
I think he knows.
This is Norman Reedus, yeah.
Norman Reedus, Mads Mikkelsen,
Norman Reedus and a baby.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yes.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Which is an unusual.
Some big names in there, like. But here, what do you think we'll see at it? Do you think we're going to see gameplay or another trailer?
I think we'll see another trailer for it. I think we'll see obviously gameplay for.
You think we will see gameplay?
Yeah. I think we will see gameplay at this point.
I think we'll see a trailer for Death Stranding.
Yeah.
I think we'll see gameplay for Spider-Man.
Oh.
I think we'll see another. Well.
Yeah, The Last of Us.
I think we'll see another trailer.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused where they're going to run with that. Yeah.
You know, I
think it's not going to be to November 2019.
Yeah,
that game releases.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
but do Naughty Dog not normally release games in March?
Maybe.
I think we'll see the first and only gameplay of it next E3.
I think it'll be L.
By next E3? You think March of next year?
I think it'll be L.
What? That's outrageous.
They announced it 2 years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, this is
true.
This is their pride and joy.
They announced it 2 years ago. They're really pushing it. Maybe, I have a feeling, and I think I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure Uncharted 4 came out in March.
Tell you what, though, I rewatched the trailer that we got for The Last of Us 2 a while ago, and I'm still not blown away by that.
Not the second trailer, no. The first one, obviously.
Yeah, the first one's immense.
He has a point though. March, Sony have been doing like it went Horizon, God of War.
Uncharted 4 would have came out in March because the HD collection came out in October.
It did come out in March.
So I'm agreeing with you, man.
Yeah. So Uncharted, both the Uncharted, the last two Uncharted have been out.
I had just started. And
then it went Horizon, and then it went God of War, and you're saying next March it's going to be.
I think it could be The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
I had just started at cinema, and Uncharted 4 was in the gold spot advertisement.
Gold
the
spot,
films.
Gold spot. That's how serious it is.
Gold spot.
Gold fucking spots. The fucking Catalina wine
sorry,
mixer.
that was January time. So yeah, it wouldn't have March.
So you reckon we'll get a release date?
What are the list of games? Again, so Spider-Man's this year, so it's not going to be Spider-Man.
It's what's not going to be Spider-Man?
In like March time.
Oh, right.
So it's not going to be Spider-Man. Death Stranding, I don't think there's any hope in hell.
It's not going to be
Death Stranding 20.
What was the other one? The Ghost one? I don't think the Ghost one's going to be out. Yeah, considering Naughty Dog's release schedule, I think it'd be a very real possibility. The Last of Us is coming out in March. So do you think
they're going to say at E3 on conference, they're going to say Last of Us 2 comes out March 2019?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'd be willing to bet on that.
Do you think we'll see gameplay, or do you think they're going to save that for like another?
At this point, then we'd like to think we'd see gameplay.
I'd like to see gameplay
because they do have the other one. Is it Gamescom? Is in like a few Germany, and that's normally like where Sony go mad. Because there's one like
you're also gonna have a couple of packs in between then as well, aren't you?
Couple of packs.
Because I know there's like Sony. I believe it's Gamescom anyway. That like Sony go absolutely nuts and show everything.
It's that big one in Germany, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gamescom.
So, I would say if we don't see gameplay now, it'll be a games. I'd be willing to bet that Last of Us will be out in March.
Bet you Tanner.
Bet you might flight to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
No.
Fair enough. That's a good prediction. Do you think we'll see gameplay or just a trailer for Last of Us? Just a trailer. Yeah. I'm more leaning toward him at the minute. I don't think it's going to be March, but I can understand why
like it would be, but I don't think it will be. I don't know what to make of this though.
Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Spider-Man.
Of The Last of Us, you don't want to make of?
Yeah, just based off of that second trailer, it was just kind of like,
oh,
what is this?
Nah, like I
mean, I know they're gonna do a great job, but I'm just like, the fact that we're playing supposedly as Ellie through most of it.
I love that fact.
I don't
personally.
The only experience I have with Ellie is the DLC, and the DLC really did not blow me away.
You play as Ellie in the main game.
Yeah, you play as Ellie.
Oh yeah, you do.
You go hunting with her.
The DLC was okay. I didn't mind it.
I
never played it.
Really could have missed it.
Never played it, but I did love playing.
I thought it was just a nice addition to it. To be fair, ties in that little bit of story that she's not there.
Put it this way: Naughty Dog could do whatever the fuck they want, and I will give them my money.
You play as a bystander for the entire game. Watch everything happen.
That would be fine. If Nolan North is in there and I'm standing next to him having a conversation, I'd be like, you know what, that is fine by me.
I forgot how good the opening of The Last of Us was until I replayed it there, and I was just like, this is fucking
epic.
Unbelievable.
Fucking just kicks you right in the nuts.
Oh yeah, right from the start as well.
And the music and everything is so good.
You can hear Gary the Snail's rendition of the Last of Us music very shortly. As I was saying, Spider-Man. How much of it we're going to see?
A good bit. I think
it's going to be the full fucking.
I think I'd like to see more just exploration of the city.
Yeah. I don't want to see. I couldn't give a fuck about a trailer or anything like that.
Again, here's my money taken.
I don't want to see a mission like last time.
No.
Like I understand that the whole film was going to sell like the stealth aspects of Spider-Man and the combat.
Fuck no.
I accept the fact that that's part of Spider-Man.
But you're not
I want to see him fucking swinging.
Yes, I want to see the swing mechanics through a city.
Yeah. You're not going to play. Who's going to play Spider-Man as a stealth game? Like realistically.
Yeah.
It's going to be there. You're going to use it whenever it necessitates it, but you're going to want to go down, swing in, kick ass, and swing out.
Yeah.
It's your classic swing in, swing out formula, Chris, and I don't know how they're going to...
I'll swing to the top of the tallest building, get a nice vantage point, take out my scope.
And jump.
Peck them out, swing away. Why does Spider-Man not do that? If Spider-Man was a trained...
Because, Chris.
Sniper.
He only has one rule.
He doesn't kill.
Spider-Man.
Loophole.
I'm Spider-Man.
If Spider-Man was a trained sniper, there's no stopping him.
Chris Callahan. No, never mind. Nope. Days Gone. Will it be at this conference?
I keep forgetting. Which one's Days Gone?
Days the zombie biker game?
Oh, fuck that. I don't give a shit.
I do. I really want to see this. I don't think it's going to be there.
I'm middling, yeah.
I think maybe we might see like another trailer or maybe some more gameplay, but I don't think we're going to get it.
Oh, but there was gameplay last time.
There was gameplay.
Yeah, but I think we might just...
I don't know. I don't think they have. They're not obviously not prioritizing it or would have been in that list of games. I mean, Ghost of Tsushima's there. I haven't heard anything about
maybe
that.
It's just because the games are so big.
I just don't give a shit.
I know, but like you think they would have given it like top billing up there with Death Stranding, The Last of Us. Obviously not.
But didn't it get a lot of flack recently?
It didn't play out well, but that's very early. Like,
how early can it be? Like they announced it for years ago.
I don't know. I guess it's not that early then. But yeah, it got a little bit of flack recently. So maybe they're just like managing PR there. I have my big prediction for the Sony conference.
Yes.
Horizon 2.
No.
They're going to have a
I wouldn't think so. It's way too soon.
Horizon 2. It's not going to be coming out soon. Sony don't do this thing where it's like, it's coming out next month. It's going to be Horizon 2, we're making it. Same way they did Spider-Man a couple of years ago.
They could, but...
No, I don't think so.
They will.
You know, maybe you're right, because I'm going about it the Bethesda way, which actually makes sense. To the fucking Sony, we're going to announce games 7 years before they actually happen.
Yeah.
So, for all I know, why not?
It's going to be Horizon New Dawn, coming out 2020.
New Dawn.
Is that not a badass name?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Or maybe they'll actually make Aloy have a personality in the new game. I'm Aloy. What will you have me do?
Game stuff finale.
Slap him.
I don't give a shit. It's not Zelda.
Do you think there'll be I think there'll be a new IP somewhere. Sony like to bring out new shit. Do you think they'll go with a new IP as like their shock moment, or like a nice little surprise at the end, or do you think they'll just go with their core games?
Shock moment. The Last of Us releases in 1 month.
Seriously?
No,
Yeah.
but that'd be pretty awesome.
That would be. I'd be shocked.
I know.
God, that would be my
Last
job.
of Us
By the way,
Battle
out
Royale.
now.
Stop saying that.
Spider-Man Battle Royale. Death Stranding is a Battle Royale.
Imagine.
We
changed
don't
our
know
entire
what it
drive.
is. It
might
could
be.
be.
Imagine
You know there's a motorcycle in
It
it.
could be a fucking racing simulator.
Imagine Kojima had that idea for Battle Royale back when Death Stranding was announced.
Oh,
Maybe that's what
so-
Death Stranding is for all we know.
He'd be
so
so
ripping.
gutted. Or they could bring something new, something we've never heard of, like fucking
Royale Battle.
computer intelligence, and everyone's like, "What is this?" And then 2 years later, everyone's like, "The Last of Us, computer intelligence." Stop saying that. Everything's computer intelligence these days.
I think they're gonna do it, Chris.
You gotta think. Okay, here's my big question.
Yeah.
Rockstar don't do E3.
No,
What are we
don't
gonna
do it.
see off?
I don't do it.
nothing.
Nothing. Red Dead.
Red Dead. Oh no, it'll be at either. I think it'll be at Sony.
Yeah.
But they don't do E3 though. Like,
Yeah, but they're not doing E3. They're not. Sony is like paying them money so they can announce E3 and have that associated with their PR. Do you see recently? I know for a fact it's going to be Sony because it's been popping up on my Twitter feed. The like ad. It's been like, you can get Red Dead Redemption 2 on PS4.
Yes.
got
So
it pre-ordered.
They've already got
Did you?
that.
Oh yeah.
They've already
Pre-ordered
got
the day
that
it came out,
connection
boyo. From
with
Amazon?
the game. You know.
No game.
You stupid son of a bitch.
You make sure they don't.
No, 'cause they have
you
the
make
bun-
sure they don't sell that on.
They have the collector's edition bundle. I've got it.
You definitely make sure they
Sorted.
don't sell that on.
Yeah, no, it'll be. I think it'll be at a PS4's conference. They'll have first gameplay and they'll have exclusive content. You know that
Shadow of
crack.
the Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah.
It could be Xbox then.
I just hope it's pushed.
I feel like the last few
Oh,
weeks
Pushed,
has been
later?
Xbox.
pushed
Later?
into like March of next year.
Yeah, maybe.
Although in saying that, they could be like, guys, great idea. We're not going to go toe to toe with Red Dead. We're going to push this in March, and then next thing, Sony. By the way,
Last
we're
of
releasing
Us.
The Last of Us in
Yeah.
March. Fuck.
it's a fucking guessing game. Like. But I don't think we can be too worried because no matter what way you fucking look at it, there's some class games coming out in the next
Oh,
couple of months.
incredible
Like,
games! Like, yeah.
if
truly
games are
incredible.
all struggling to find a spot where they can shine amid all these other games,
It's a good worry to have.
it's a fucking great worry to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd say we'll see Tomb Raider at Xbox because
I
they
think,
did
yeah.
that with Rise.
Square Enix.
Square Enix, right? I've got
That's
some
true.
stuff about Square Enix.
Have they got their own conference? I don't even know.
Yeah, as far as I know.
I'd love to see another Deus Ex
No.
confirmed.
No, do they? Because they did they do...
I think they have like,
They'll be there.
you know, like
on the
how like
floor.
some people just have like their like hour-long video specials. I think
Yeah.
that's what Square Enix have. I don't think they have a special.
If Square Enix are there, I'd like to see Deus Ex.
The new Deus Ex. It's been a while since the last one.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts release day. We know it's coming out in
Yes.
2018,
Yes.
but
True, big
when?
one.
Next
Yeah,
month.
when will it find a fucking... This is the thing. When's it going to find a fucking moment to shine amidst all these other games?
Kingdom Hearts is shine no matter what, I think.
It will, but to people who've played Kingdom Hearts 2 and 2.7.
I don't think at this point, like,
I think at this,
I don't think it matters at this
Yeah,
point.
It wouldn't shine for me, example, if it came up against Red Dead Redemption. It wouldn't. It wouldn't give it a second thought.
Kingdom Hearts is the only game that could throw off Red Dead Redemption for me.
Yeah,
But the grant, I pre-ordered it.
The
but
Last
like,
of Us?
no. I would pick Red Dead Redemption over The Last of Us. And even then, the only game that would even come close to my hype level would be Kingdom Hearts.
There you go. Big Kingdom Hearts fan.
I thought I knew you, Sinker.
I played all the Kingdom Hearts games last year. I am so ready for this.
I know, but The Last
so
of Us over Red Dead over The Last
Oh,
of Us?
fuck yeah. Not even close.
Fair enough assessment, I think.
Not even close.
Not even close. No.
Well, that's pretty close, Sinker.
Not for me, no.
Fuck.
I think
a
Uncharted.
Rockstar game over a Naughty Dog game.
I think out of like my top series, I would put Ratchet over The Last of Us. I'd put Uncharted over The Last of Us. I'd put Red Dead over The Last of Us.
All right, go easy. All right.
I would probably.
It's a good game. All
You're
right.
just shitting all over The Last of Us here.
Don't fucking tell me about shitting on the Mr. 5 out of 10.
Yeah, no, in fairness, it only merited that, and it only ever will merit. It's still a great game. It's just repetitive as
Did you
fucking...
give it a 5 out of 10?
Yes.
In the opening,
Yeah.
like fucking 4 quarts of that game is very repetitive.
The opening 4 quarts.
Yeah.
What the fuck's a quart? Is a
It's a
unit of. It's a liquid
Yeah,
measurement,
it's a
Chris.
solid 5 out of 10. Five's good. I'd give Red Dead 1 out of 10.
No.
No, I wouldn't.
You'd
Although I was
You're
still...
full shit slinging mode now,
I
Chris.
give fucking Grand Theft Auto like 3 though. That's only because I
5?
shit all over that.
GTA 5?
I just don't like it.
No.
I
But
like all of those games quite a lot actually.
all we know
FIFA.
about Kingdom Hearts, though, is that it's coming out in 2018. Everything that's been released has been in Japanese. I'd like to see
It's all in
English.
Japanese,
I'd like
man.
to see new gameplay, and I'd like to see a final
There
release
was,
date.
there was a trailer or something recently, wasn't
It
there?
was in Japanese.
Japanese.
Yeah, but you could still enjoy it.
Well, no, like you could
English
enjoy it.
subs if you're me.
We could enjoy it, and like I didn't. I would like to see. To be honest, if they give me the gameplay in English because I'm white, and if they tell me an exact release date,
Fucking check your privilege, will you?
Check your privileges at the door. Sticker card.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese. I wish I could. If I could, I'd be all for it.
I'd love a Chinese right now.
Right?
I can't
that-
eat, Chris.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Motherfucker.
Are you hungry?
No.
Not really.
Are you hungry, Sticker?
No.
What? How am neither of you two hungry?
Embrace the power of the
Do you
fast.
get food before you come up here?
Huh?
Do you get food before
I
you
had
come up
pizza,
here? Oh, what
That's what I
kind
said.
of
I didn't eat from 2 o'clock, Chris.
What kind of
What's the
pizza?
pepperoni, stuffed crust.
No, like Domino's or.
No, just
A
Asda.
frozen?
Oh, nice. I also do nice pizzas. Oh, no, hold on. No, this is important. Is it the frozen pizzas or the ones you get like not frozen, like in a fridge kind of?
Like the ones that they make themselves at
Yeah.
the deli. That's
Frozen.
what he's trying to say.
I like the ones they make at the deli.
Was it Chicago Town?
No, it was just Asda brand. Didn't say.
I've never had Asda brand pizza. Is it good?
It's alright, yeah.
Out
Pretty
of
good,
10?
Chris.
7.
Better than The Last of Us. Oh my god.
Better than The Last of
Us. Here, we wrap up the early 3
Yeah, I
speak.
think
No,
so.
no, 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 no.
No, what's my name? No. Oh, what's my name?
I'm missing something on here. Right, 3 things I want to wrap off here.
Final Fantasy.
Yes.
Give him a beat, D.
Where is? Are they going to show us more Final Fantasy 7? They announced it.
Sorry.
They've said nothing about it. I want to see more Final Fantasy 7
I've heard
remake.
that the Final Fantasy 7 remake is looking a lot more like Final Fantasy 15. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means? But I've
They're
heard
saying that the combat will be more and like
More westernized, D.
more actiony than turn-based, which like I think that would be very weird.
Which I would love.
That's Square. Is that Square Enix again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I would
Still have
like
to play. You recommended
yes.
15 to me because there's
15.
giant chickens that walk about.
Yeah, it's Chocobo, yeah.
Class.
But I just something about Final Fantasy.
They'll have
I'm
to.
not expecting it to come out anytime soon, but just something
I
to
mean, I
say
don't think-
it's still
I
happening.
don't think Square Enix will have the most what do you call it, congested schedule, so they probably will fit it in there.
Because that's the only thing I'm like because they did it. I didn't realize how long ago they announced it.
4
Like
years.
it was about 3-4 years ago, and nothing since then. I would just something. And I've still got my usual 2 on my wish list. I want
Infamous. Something.
Where's Infamous?
I know him.
You see that? What's that ghost game you were talking about?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, fuck that game. Give me Infamous
Yeah, okay.
and a new Ratchet
Or
and Clank.
Infamous.
But Ratchet and Clank's probably not going to happen because they're doing
Nah.
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that's Insomniac. Yeah.
But they're both on my wish list. My semen would block out the sun if
I'm not-
either of those 2 get announced. If either of those 2 get announced.
Well, that's our intro
well,
right there.
there you go.
And
Glad
then,
you said that.
other than that,
Glad to have that said.
be better than last year's E3 and actually give me some surprises. Because last year was bullshit.
Yeah.
Who?
E3.
That's because last
Just
year,
in general.
last year everything was leaked though before
Yeah,
E3 came
but that's
along.
happening more and more, and people are embracing that now. Sony just said the games we're going to be talking about.
This year,
But
this
Sony's
year's
press
not
conference
as bad
last
as
year was
last year.
pure horse shit.
Yeah. they said something about a remaster for Shadow of the Colossus, though. I'm surprised.
Yeah, but that was it.
I think they'll have another remaster this year of something.
But what would it be?
When he's
Let's
played
pick a
Shadow of the
game.
Colossus, though.
No.
I'd love to.
I know. I want it. It looks really interesting. Like,
Infamous bundle.
I think we're going to see new IPs from
Rise of
Sony.
the Phoenix.
So.
That has to happen someday.
Just the Marcus Phoenix collection.
Yeah, Rise of the Phoenix.
Well, Chris, I have.
Gears 1, 2, and 3 all fully.
You know
remastered
what?
It's
to
awesome.
boot.
Like,
Yeah.
That they
could
did
be at
one.
E3.
They did Ultimate Edition. They should do 2 and 3, bundle it together and call it Rise of the Phoenix.
Or they'll just skip those 2 and just go straight on the Judgment.
Yeah, I might just go straight to Judgment.
Speaking of which, I'm buying myself a Hanover Cougars top from Insert Coin.
Yeah.
You know the jersey, the Coltrane jersey. It's awesome.
Christopher, I have 2 things to say on that fact. Are you quite done?
Infamous.
I just want to speak quickly about Gears. I reckon, Chris, we'll have Gears 5 teaser. Somewhere in there. They'll be like, yeah, we're making Gears 5. It's going to look like this.
If it happens, it happens.
BR, I've got in here Battle Royale. But that's because you said that earlier. I'll scribble that out because I feel ashamed for ever having mentioned it.
He is scribbling it out.
I can't confirm.
And also, Chris, okay, so we're kind of wrapping up with E3 here at the minute. Okay. So I'm going to move on to something.
E3 Battle Royale.
That's it. That is what it's going to be this year.
Everybody's saying one's going to come out Sony, but one's going to come out Sony.
That's what they should do. Who won E3?
Yeah, well, they did.
Well, Sony beat the ever living shit out of Nintendo.
Last year, fucking Nintendo kind of fucking stole the shit. Well, they had Switch. Was that last year? Or was that the year before?
They did Switch.
Oh no, Nintendo wrecked them last year. Like E3 genuinely sucked last year.
Yeah,
like
Nintendo dominated, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah. Which isn't saying much considering Microsoft was basically like, hey, we've got nothing.
No.
Scorpio.
The power of the X.
Oh, yeah.
But we all knew that was coming.
So they announced something that we all knew was coming, shocking. And then PlayStation were just like, hey, remember those games that we announced like 5 years ago? Do you want to see another trailer or a screenshot? And
I thought Sony's was pretty good, though. But I thought Microsoft's was pretty good as well.
Sony's had fuck all in it.
But it was good present. I enjoyed it.
A good presentation of the same trailer that we watched 3 years ago.
To be fair, I only watched them with those 2.
Yeah.
Microsoft and Sony. I enjoyed them. I had fun.
Devolver are coming back this year, which I'm so excited about that.
Are you guys going to stay up and watch any of the conference?
I'm going to watch Microsoft Sunday night. I'll watch it. And then I think Sony's is
2 in the morning.
Oh, is it 2 in the morning?
Yeah. 2 in the morning.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's an EADS one.
And normally I
might just watch it the next day. Then.
Normally I would stay up for it, but considering how shit it was last year, I probably won't.
What do you say?
I said normally I do stay up for the Sony one, but considering how shit last year was, I probably won't bother.
Yeah.
It'll be great this year,
though. Closing thoughts on E3? Go for it.
Fuck E3.
Yeah, okay.
No, I wanted to say one more thing about Gears.
One more thing.
Christopher, I think this will excite you because it excited me. Dave Bautista is actively pursuing the role of Marcus Phoenix. In a Gears of War
How many times have we said that's the man for Marcus Phoenix?
That's it. He wants to do it, Chris. This is like Ryan Reynolds wanting to do Deadpool.
Yep.
He wants to do it.
The perfect
He'd be perfect
fit.
for it.
That guy at the start of Blade Runner, when I seen him fighting Ryan Gosling, I was like, that's Marcus Phoenix fighting Ryan Gosling.
He can handle the drama, and he fucking looks the part.
And he has comedic moments. His comedic timing is perfect.
He's fucking hilarious. Yeah. As Drax. You don't agree? No opinion. Mm-hmm. And Chris, I don't know if this is good or bad, but apparently Terry Crews wants to be in it too. It's Coltrane.
I would love that.
I mean, part of me would just love to see
the guy that actually voices Coltrane.
Looks like
Coltrane.
He's
a brute.
And he has the voice.
And he's also black, which helps. But that would make a tremendous Coltrane.
But even Terry Crews, you can imagine just going, woo!
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
Excellent.
Who we get for Dom?
No idea.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
He could play Hoffman.
Yeah, right now. But if they ever made a Gears film, like that's
Michael Bay.
That is one film, Chris. That just if Tomb Raider happens to it, I don't know what I'd do. I think it'd kill somebody.
Hopefully not me.
Involved in the production of that
next
movie.
to you at the movie theater.
It'd be like that skit from Family Guy. I'd just like get in a plane, I'd fly over to Hollywood, and just smack some fucker in the face.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
that's for ruining it.
Yeah, that's for fucking up Gears of War, you bitch.
Yeah, well,
that was my post.
And I think that was the E3 prediction discussion. That was a long one, guys.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
That was long.
It was nice though, just nerding out in games.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm a Nordapord.
You know what?
I'm a Nordapord.
Put you out that fucking door, sinker.
E3 predictions wrapped up. Welcome back. If you've used the timestamps to skip through all of that nonsense.
If we had my app, we would have been.
If you skip the gaming bit of the Excite Gaming podcast.
Sinker, what do you think of the Excite Gaming podcast as a name? Do you think it should be Excite Gaming Podcast, or do you think it should be the Excite Podcast?
Or the XPE?
No, stop it, D. Don't confuse them.
Well, actually, to be honest, if you do more podcasts about like films and stuff, it probably should just be the Excite Podcast.
All right, fine. fine. I've always made the argument that we're Excite Gaming.
You are, but
this
like
is our podcast.
Yeah, but there are times you do podcasts where you don't actually talk about games.
Like the Reddit one.
Like the Reddit one.
First date.
We should just do it selectively.
We talked about people being allergic to semen.
If we do that, then we have to. It just wouldn't work having Excite Gaming on the Excite podcast. We'd have to drop gaming from everything, I think.
Or we could just do the Excite Gaming channel, and then just have a podcast channel.
Just the podcast. You do it like The Office.
Yeah.
The podcast.
The podcast.
By Excite.
That would be tremendous.
Pods by Excite. No, that's too far.
No. Just to get your opinion on that, Sinker, it's good to have that on record.
We have a community question.
We do have a community
Is that where
question.
you're going with it?
Sure, let's do that.
Is this my one?
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
it's
let's
not
give
your
it for
question.
it's
I
given
meant
from
it's
a member
I meant
of the
is this the
community.
question that I received?
Yes.
Right.
So we have a question from none other than James's other half, Sarah Elliott, got in touch with us tonight.
She did. Her question is
Very spontaneous, off her own head, to get in touch with us.
Yeah. And at the 11th hour.
She was not prompted.
no, not at all.
Just got in before we cut off submissions as well.
Shit! I put up
Which
in
was
in the story, in the Instagram story, that the best question we would toast to.
Well,
Cheers. We toasted.
Cheers. Cheers, Sarah. Ooh, sharp. Oh lordy. Anyway, do you wanna butt on with the question there?
Okay, so the question is, what are your opinions on the stupid stealth dino from the new Jurassic World trailer?
I didn't like the new Jurassic World trailer.
Okay. I'm going to see the film. I'm going to see it probably in Max. And I'm going to enjoy it because stealth or no stealth, it's still dinosaurs. It may not be real dinosaurs, but it's still dinosaurs.
Was it ever real dinosaurs?
And it's still Chris Pratt. And it's still going to be in some way a cheesy... I mean, it's going to have the Jurassic Park theme. It's probably going to have a T-Rex. It's going to have Chris Pratt.
It's going to have Indominus Rex.
It's really good. Did you say it's going to have Dominoes?
Indominus Rex, I said.
Oh. Yeah, it might have that too.
Well, that's much worse.
Yeah. If it had Dominoes...
Man.
My God, Dominoes to see. Yeah, let's do that. That's something else entirely. I'm away on my own thought.
Yeah, we need to bring Dominoes to the cinema. But anyway.
We need to bring it back to the question.
Remember when we used to find garlic bread in there in the cinema?
Yeah, we did.
People brought garlic bread?
Yeah, Domino's garlic bread.
Why would they bring the stinkiest food?
It's the smallest box.
But you also wouldn't even notice it somehow.
Surely people smelled it. Like
No.
You'd think so.
They might have smelled it in the theater, but they didn't smell. Like we
Going
didn't smell
in,
it
you didn't
afterwards.
smell it, yeah.
I drank coffee once. I don't know if anybody smelled that.
it would be tough to smell, I think.
What is?
Depends how strong the coffee is.
Yeah, I mean, like if someone comes in with like a made thing of coffee, like if it was like the beans, maybe.
Yeah, I opened a bag of beans, crunching on them.
Yeah, you know,
sprinkled them into my pot.
I think whenever it's been diluted in the water, it's not just.
I don't know. I think you get that barista smell.
You would get a bit, but you had it very
so good.
You had it very
envy
secluded. What was it? Is it stupid? Is that the question?
Yes.
Yeah, how stupid it is.
It's what is your opinion on it?
It's not if
it's stupid. Yeah,
it's how stupid it is. Listen.
So in the trailer, obviously, we have a stealth dinosaur that climbs through a window.
There's a dinosaur that climbs through the window, and then it's like kind of like peeks. There's a boy or a girl sitting in. I didn't get that good of a look. Sitting in bed, sleeping, and then the dinosaur kind of gets his little fingernails and starts like clawing at the blanket.
It's fingernails.
And then it cuts. And then it's chasing Chris Pratt down the hallway.
Do you know what? I don't mind the fact that it's stealthy, alright? Maybe dinosaurs were stealthy. I do mind the fact that it's another fucking genetically engineered, like,
I hate
combining species together, like Indominus Rex. I don't, no.
No.
Velociraptors are fucking badass.
Domino's
Just
Rex.
the way they are.
But these velociraptors don't have feathers on it.
Bits of fucking pepperoni just falling off it. What?
There's no feathers on these raptors.
I actually read a pretty interesting thing about that the other day. It's like, you know, like apparently now dinosaurs had feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Jurassic Park.
Velociraptors were also the size of chickens.
I know, yeah. But I think Jurassic Park is right to keep doing it the way they're doing it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because they even say in their own lore, it's like they're not perfect dinosaurs.
No.
They use like other DNA from like reptiles. So like whatever.
Frogs.
Run with it. Just pretend.
Are frogs reptiles? Are they not
They're amphibians?
But they use frogs.
They do use frogs.
Yeah, they do use frogs.
But they are amphibians. So we're both kind of right there.
I'm not saying any of us is wrong, but I'm definitely right.
Yeah. Certainly not wrong anyway.
That's a great question, though.
Yeah.
Is it?
How stupid is it? Pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, how stupid? No, the question wasn't how
I
stupid.
know, I put that part on, but the answer remains the steam.
It's
steam.
The steam. It's
Pretty
pretty
fucking
stupid. Yeah,
But it's Jurassic Park.
it's stupid. Yeah.
So
Jurassic
you're
World.
excited for Jurassic World?
Very. Yeah.
I'm not. So
I'm.
much.
I wasn't until I saw the stupid Stealth Raptor.
I know the first trailer was pretty pant as well.
We should just.
We've
all,
got to go back to the
We
island.
should just all go and see it, and all of us pretend that we like it. How cool would that be if we just pretend that
Pretend
we
to
like
like it.
it? Then we
It's
could do
like,
like a podcast.
I'll take you
pretending
to the
we
Tomb
like
Raider. The Tomb Raider, and you can pretend to like it.
Why do we not do XI movie trips?
How'd you like? Well, we don't do that either.
it. Excuse me.
On film.
Huh?
Oh,
On
yeah.
film.
Well, we don't use film. It's all digital these days.
And we're rolling. Singer enters the. Singer enters the lobby. All right, and he just paid 6 4/10 for his tickets.
Come on, Senka.
You got this. What do you mean, Singer? Like X8?
Like record ourselves going.
Like record yourselves going, and then you can like,
on film.
and then you can get like a first opinions on it as you leave.
Yeah. We planned to do
We
that.
have planned to do it, but instead we
Fucking do it.
just. Okay.
all right.
Okay, let's do it for
This is
this.
just like Sean. They come up and they just fucking roll over us.
What's the next film out?
Jurassic World.
Jurassic
Oh,
World.
fuck. I'm excited about it though.
Yeah. Okay, it's good. It'll be fun to watch.
Closing thoughts this week, gentlemen. I want to hear something about what you're going to get up to this week. Oh, what about this? QCon.
I think we should go.
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Cool.
I need to put a pin in the days I'm going to get up as well.
Put a pin in it, Chris.
Because something's happened at work.
Just put a pin in that.
Pregnancy happened in one of the other stores. And
Does that mean your store short staff as a result?
not only short staff,
Disgraceful.
they're stealing our assistant manager.
Ah.
Which means the two supervisors, me and the other Chris. Now
Are they? You're both Chris.
We're both Chris and we're both Chris C.
Well, that's not
That's
fucking
crazy.
That's not confusing at all.
So he gets Chris and I get Jim.
Cool.
Jim Callahan, former Prime Minister.
Is Jim Callahan? Did you make that up? Is that a real
D
life
is a fact. I can't help what he was called. D.
Jim Callahan.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
why would one of you not be Chris and the other one Christopher?
that's even more confusing.
Or just your surname?
Callahan?
Yeah.
No, Jim.
Callahan, get up here.
I get Jim. Anyway, so he's leaving that. So I don't know. I have the entire weekend booked off, but whether or not I have to go into work on the Friday/Saturday, I'm not too sure. If I do go in, it'll be morning, so I'll be finished at 3.
You have it booked off. You don't have it booked
4.
off.
No, well, that's it. I have it booked off, but in this circumstance where someone got pregnant and we lost our assistant manager,
Tell me away to fucking.
and the other Chris
Florida.
has a wedding on the Saturday, I think.
Oh well, that would be pretty pants. Saturday's the big day.
It is.
It's the big day, Chris.
So I
Jim.
may not get up to like afternoon, depending on what's going to happen with that. But I'll know more about
Gosh
it closer to
darn
the
it.
time. Still gonna get my tickets and still gonna get up for it. But I booked a holiday though during the week.
You absolute maniac.
Yeah, booked a holiday. That's what I did this week.
Where are you going?
Florida.
No shit.
No shit. Yeah, Florida. I love Florida.
Something new.
Yeah.
When are you going back?
5th of February.
Yeah, you're going for that kind of off-season
Yeah.
rush again. Nice
We
one.
talked about this.
Yeah.
didn't we?
Probably, but I don't think it was confirmed then.
Yeah, we booked it. 2 weeks in sunny Florida.
Sunny D.
Florida. Yeah.
That's pretty fucking sweet. That's something to look forward to. Something to work towards.
Yeah, that's it. Like, you're going November for your birthday, right?
I am.
Where are you going to? You're going to Paris?
He's
Paddy.
going Gay Paris.
Oh. What'd you say?
Gay Paris.
I thought you said that. Okay.
What else was I going to say? Yeah, Paris?
I don't know.
Hey,
I
Paris?
thought you were going to say Paris.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it there. Come on, Chris. I've got one more thing.
Oh.
Water all tastes the same.
You bastard. No, it doesn't. I put this up.
Might as well.
Doesn't.
Okay. Touching on the subject we had last week, do you argue with me that all bottled water tastes the exact same? It doesn't matter. So just buy the cheapest shit and fill it up from the tap. All bottled water does not taste the same. Thank you to everybody on Instagram who voted in the poll, all my friends and family. What are you saying?
You think? I think he thinks water
It
does
tastes
taste
different.
It does taste different.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
It does. It tastes differently.
But it does taste different enough.
But it does
It's
taste different.
Yeah, it tastes
That's
different.
like saying Coke and Pepsi don't taste different enough. They do.
But they do taste different enough.
Well, so does water.
No, I'm saying that Coke and Pepsi taste very different. But Evian and Volvic don't.
Yes, they do.
They don't. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
What did you say?
I
Coke
said-
and Evian?
Did I say Coke? I meant no. I said
Evian and Volvic.
Volvic. Yeah.
Oh, Evian and Volvic tastes completely different.
No, it's water. It's water. It's
No.
water.
That's not true.
Bice.
There's
Bice.
water in pizza.
My point. There's water in everything. We're
There's
80%
water on
water or
pizza.
something like
So technically, eat your water.
Yeah.
that. My whole thing is, if it's cold, you're not gonna taste it.
We're gonna have to do this taste
A
test.
cold Evian is better than a room temperature Volvic, and a cold Volvic is better than room temperature Evian.
Yeah, but
You're
that's
saying
just,
if I get the cheapest of the cheap water and I have it chilled, it's better than a room temperature Volvic.
Yep.
You're 100%
well, no,
wrong.
with that I agree with, because cold water just tastes better. No, I still think you're wrong. If you give me a cold Volvic and a cold Evian, they'll taste differently.
Yeah, but not enough to warrant like a fucking. Like
Search
if there
for
was
it.
no Volvic, you're like, I'm not getting.
Well, no, I'm
Evian.
not going to be that kind of asshole.
I'm not getting Evian.
No, it is. It's different. It's fucking
It's
different.
not. It's not.
It
different
does taste different.
And you know what else?
What was the thing that it's obvious guy said, though, that you shouldn't skimp on water?
He was like, if you're
Who
going.
was it?
It was Preston. He was like, if you're going to the store, don't cheap out in the water. Get get the cheap toilet roll or whatever, but don't cheap out in the water. Complete opposite. I am the complete opposite.
If it came down
Get the
between-
cushy toilet roll and just get cheap water, or better yet, drink out of the fucking tap.
No.
No.
Are
Well,
you
we can drink out of tap here. We're fine here.
Get a filter and then drink out of the filtered tap water.
Or you can just buy a bottle of water.
No!
Mine aren't going to be out in filters.
You know the thing as well? How long ago was it that bottled water came into fashion? Because, like, imagine like 50 years ago selling a bottle of water. People would have been like, you fucking wise. Free out of the tap. But apparently.
Someone standing in a trench during the World War. Look what I have, Jim. Are you fucking wise?
Yeah.
I've been fucking drinking the shite in the bottom of the pit.
No, man, you know what I'm talking about. Bottled water out of a shop. You think about it. Like, why don't we all just drink fucking tap water? Bring it with us.
Because we can't.
We can.
No, we can't. Some people have real bad tap water.
I'll get a filter. And if you have real bad tap water, you got bigger problems in life.
Yeah, true.
You're gonna get that sorted out. But
Don't drink shower water.
only on Tuesdays.
Just don't do it in general. Especially not Tuesdays.
What do you call it? That is I stand by it.
I don't.
I don't.
That was a terrific monster tonight, Dee, by the way.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that monster. That was very, very good.
You see that monster, you just get anyone because
Oh.
the same.
And I thoroughly disagree with you about this punch, Ray. I quite enjoyed that.
No,
I'm
because
going
it
to have
tastes.
that
Then you
tomorrow.
like the pre-workout I have. It's not. It's it just.
You see that sticker?
Don't get me wrong. If I didn't have so much pre-workout in my system from previous years, I'd probably enjoy that. But I have a sickener of it, and I can't drink that shit.
We do need to keep this though, because look, it does have the.
Yeah, we got to put that up on the shelf if that's all right.
It's got all the mic things.
Right.
You go.
You still training away, Sinker?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sinker's pumping some Ron.
Yeah.
Gets hell, he looks buff.
Who's Ron?
Don't put
Ron,
it there.
Ron Howard.
Oh, he put it beside the black one.
It didn't really work, did it?
Black can only go beside white, Sinker.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna fucking stretch over the whole thing. I will fix it after.
Well, people won't
Sinker,
see it
I
after.
can't end the show
So.
unless you fix it now.
And with Sinker gone, I think it's time to wrap up.
Well, you want to buy the white one?
No, I want it I want it between. Yeah, I want it there. And
Perfect.
they kind of go. But now I
Perfect.
can't see the orange one. Just push it back slightly.
Perfect.
Perfect. That's fine.
You alright?
Spot on. Yeah, perfect.
Come
That's
on
all you
back.
had to do in the first place.
Come on, back down, Sinker. Come on, you're holding us up here, trying to end the podcast.
Oh, sorry.
You knocked the fucking shelf off, you cunt.
Actually, Eddie Howe got a right fucking rocking there.
Yeah, he got a fucking surprise there. Hey.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 51 of the X8 Gaming Podcast. Remember that you can find this podcast and other previous podcasts over at youtube.com. Just search for X8 Gaming. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. It helps us out so much, and we would forever be in your debt. If we can get to 1,000 subs by this time next year, we're all going to fly to Los Angeles and take
This
you
time
with
next
us.
week.
On your dollar.
And take you with us, and we would love that. So please help us get there. Help us get to the 100 first of all, because obviously,
7 more people.
milestones and stuff.
7 more.
If YouTube is no good and you don't wish to watch the podcast, maybe you're driving in the car, you want to listen to the podcast, you can find us over at iTunes, and leaving us a rating there would again be absolutely terrific. We are going to make a much bigger push in the coming months
On
with our
iTunes.
audio manship. You can get us over at Stitcher Radio. You can get us on Podcast Addict if you're an Android user, and pretty much any other podcast hosting service at the minute. You'll find us on that. Be sure and leave us a comment. Give us the big thumbs up. And I think that's just about it. We have new content, new podcasts every single Monday. And we have new video content, sometimes twice a week, definitely once a week.
Yep.
So make sure and check those out as well. With all that said and done, I think it's just about time for us to wrap up.
Yeah, you reckon you're right,
I
boy?
reckon so.
Mr. Frodo. Sam.
Oh, Sam.
I think we got to end this.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been episode 51 of the podcast. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next week. God bless.
I'll see you in 3 months.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Like that smash button.